Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of ROIL TALK podcast, your number one podcast in the high desert.
One more time.
Southern California district. We're coming at you live. We got a good episode for you today. Before we get started, I got to introduce a few sponsors we got for the show.
Oh, see, Calderon. Go ahead.
You tired of getting beat up? You tired of getting your ass whooped? Or maybe you just want to get into shape and you want to do it in a fun, exercising way. Well, maybe you should hit up our boy Jake.
Oh.
He's got a new class open to the public. He's taking new clients, limited availability though. So make sure you guys get in his Instagram, Big Jake, big_Jakey.
Jakey V. For your boxing needs. You want me to you can't have muscles, not know how to throw hands.
Are you only training Mondays?
Yeah, Mondays, but if you want to get me in during the week after 4 o'clock, we can do that. Just gotta let me know. Give me a time and location, and don't waste my time.
Beautiful. Make sure you guys get in his Instagram, hit him up, ask him for some pricing. If you got something big to move, something you need, something oversized, something you need help getting, maybe somewhere local, or getting it out of state, make sure you hit up our boy Adam at A to the Z Enterprises.
A to the Z.
Hit up Adam on his Instagram at Turtle1. He'll hook you up with some getting some stuff moved and
any logistics or hauling, hit me up.
Beautiful. Last sponsor, we got Heck Smoke Shop coming at you from the high desert in Adelanto.
Number one.
High-end glass store. It's not your typical smoke shop. We do not sell cigarettes. We sell high-end glass and anything for cannabis. Anything you want to, if you guys are cannabis users. Yeah, we come by. Christmas is coming up. We have a bunch of new glass we brought in. We've been working really hard on the smoke shop lately. Brought in all new pieces, grinders. I mean, everything.
Those you got them on today. Those things are cool when you're doing videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Just the perspective.
Yeah. Follow us. We're about to launch. We're about to be the only smoke shop that I know of that does free bong cleaning services.
Really?
So if you guys have a really nice piece and you want to get it professionally cleaned, we actually just spent a bunch of money on a whole new
so
setup.
I can take Kong in there, have him.
Yeah. You drop them off for the day or whatever, give them to me.
Big ass bong, my Kong bong.
We're gonna be doing ASMR cleaning videos for cleaning bongs and stuff. So we'll put that on our.
That's
dope.
Good shit.
And without any, if this is your first time tuning in, guys, thank you so much. Make sure you guys follow us on our pages, especially the boys on their pages, and let us introduce ourselves real quick. My name is Joe,
Adam,
Jake,
and we got Jorge behind the desk. And I couldn't stop laughing about my uncle, cause Will, when we were doing it,
First guest, we usually introduce ourselves, and we've never had a guest say their name.
Oh yeah.
Our last one, 70 episodes.
First time.
Joe, Adam. He's like Will.
Yeah, it was great.
It was cool.
Bro. You messed up the flow.
Let's get into today's episode. I'm super excited for this one. Jake, introduce our guest first. Would you?
Ladies and gentlemen, been watching my boy right here's IG. Been checking him out, just seeing him killing it, whether it's in training or his music or helping out the youth in general, especially with football. That one hits home for me. So without any further ado, Traveon Fitz in the house. What's up, baby?
What's up?
Thank you.
Welcome, man. Thank you for coming aboard.
I appreciate you guys.
Thanks for making the journey.
Yeah,
it was a push.
From one desert, you had about an hour, I think.
Yep, that was 58 minutes exactly.
Isn't that wild? It's just right there, but
it's like fucking 30 stoplights across. You know what I mean?
Say it again, boy. You or him? Me or him?
Yeah.
Better? Okay.
Might have just zoomed in too much on the camera. I could zoom out a little bit. Should I?
I would, yeah.
But I think your screen, it's zoomed in more than it actually is. Because once we put it on video, it's zoomed out.
This one, Jake needs to scoot over, or you need to zoom out?
Scoot over. This is what happens when you run a podcast. Comes with the territories.
All right.
We good?
Yeah.
Joe, I like that you're wearing your shades, by the way. I like it. I forgot mine.
Well, they're the meta glasses. So I'm filming right
What?
Yeah.
Look at you fucking high-end.
I seen when you pushed. I was like, "What
Yeah,
you doing?
yeah.
You pushing the little button over there?"
Yeah, I've been wanting to bring it in here so we can do some cool videos and stuff.
Yeah, that's tight.
For our guests. So
I
it'll be
like
a
it.
cool
I like
intro.
it. So what's new, boys? What's going on?
We haven't had gym talk in a minute, man.
Yeah.
We just had
I just had 3 days off, and I felt great today.
Yeah?
Yeah?
I was like kind of, when you miss a couple days, you're like, oh, what's going on? And then everything was groovy this morning.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Back by.
Ooh, that was yesterday. Heavy back day for you, boy.
I got to get a quick shout out to your boy Thomas, dude.
Yeah?
Dude's so fucking nice, dude.
Thomas is cool as
Dude
shit.
is cool as shit.
That's why I love that.
He came by the facility, picked up, you know, and but he was just telling me, he's like, dude, when you guys don't put out an episode, you fuck my week up. I was like, damn, dude, I'm sorry, man. He's like, no, I understand you're busy though, but he's like, dude, I look forward to my drives with that podcast. I was like, dude, thank you, man, thank you.
That's
So
why
I want to give a quick shout out to Thomas.
No, that's why I just gave you him direct because he's always cool, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I ain't got time for this shit. Hit up Joe.
Yeah,
So-
dude, I almost didn't have time too, and I was like, you know what, Joe, just
He'll
fucking,
come
you know
by,
what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, I've been handing people to him because
Yeah,
he likes
just-
to do those smaller guys, you know. But Thomas is a good dude.
He'll
Thank you.
take care of you on the other end.
Yeah, that's what he's telling me.
He's- yeah,
Because
he's
I gotta
telling
go
me.
get some floor.
He's like,
He's
I
like,
always,
wait
I
for
always
me.
see Joe in there, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Joe loves a fucking discount.
Yeah.
Barter.
Facts.
Barter.
Yeah, I don't like spending full price on shit. Dude.
Give him a
Makes
little
me mad.
discount. He's fucking like a kid in
Yeah.
shit, dude. Like, just
Dude,
happy.
even if it's a penny, you're like, you know, bro, I'm gonna hook you up, dude. I'll be, thank you, man. It's just, it's a thought process of someone like taking care of you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I always, whatever. That's a different subject. So.
Did you work out today? Have you been back on it after what, one day?
I
in,
did
like,
go
2
all
years?
week,
What-
but I didn't go today. I got up to go, and then I ate some pizza last night. It didn't
Who
agree with
did it?
me.
I didn't
I was like, dude, I was
Leg day
sitting
today.
there. I was like, dude,
You
this
going
doesn't
later,
feel
though?
good.
No, oh yeah, I'm going after. I'm going
Yeah.
after. I got to get my leg day in. So Saturdays are leg days, but it's just this week has been such a fucking long ass one. You know, between
Is it just me, or is
Living-
like time flying right now?
time's flying.
Dude,
Well,
I
I-
swear to God, it's
I-
Monday and then Friday. and
No,
I'm
I
like,
feel like always at the end of the year it just starts.
is that what it is?
picking over. Well,
Jeez.
you know, there's a study that says like, I don't know if this is like 100% true, but scientific. When you start your life, like you don't really live a full second. It's like less than a second, like your
Yeah.
time, your perception of time. And as you get older in years, your time is like 1.5 seconds to every second.
Yeah.
Really?
It's like this perception that comes through as you age with your. And they have this study they did, and it's I'm like, this shit makes
Well, have you
sense.
seen like you spend like I think it's like 28% of your life waiting for something.
just
Waiting, like whether you're waiting in line at the grocery store, whether you're like waiting on the line for, you're always waiting for something, and
No,
it's
that's
like
true.
that fucked with me. I was like, dude, that's a lot of time.
That
You know
is
what I mean?
a lot.
Like, how much time do you spend sleeping? So,
So-
really, you're only up for this amount of time, and you got to get so much done. You know?
So take 28% off 100 right away.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like fuck, bro. Well, and then probably another 25% for sleeping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? 30%.
They say a third of your life, so 30%.
Yeah, there you go. So 30. So it's
you're
like
at 50-something%. That's half your life.
yeah.
Life.
Wow.
it's half your life. You spend
They
fucking
say
sleeping and waiting.
They say how much time you spend fucking.
yeah.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
Well, some of the guys were like at 1%, and some guys were
I
like
feel
10.
bad for those motherfuckers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for real.
They're really
real.
waiting longer than 20 years.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah.
ones that are all agitated and shit.
They're waiting for 40%. Yeah.
I always tell my guys when they're all like, we'll be at the docks, they get all mad. I say, hey man, do me a favor, go masturbate real quick and come back, 'cause you a tad too aggressive for me.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, what do you mean, Jake? I'm like, look it, calm down.
Relax.
Like it's 5:30 in the morning, you're already growling at me.
Stop
All right,
barking
I'll
at
go
me,
do
huh?
that. They'll be
For
like,
real.
man, whatever, I'll go do it. And I'm like, come, and they come 20 minutes later. What's up, man?
Yeah.
There you are.
They're like, hey, Jake, how you doing, buddy?
Wash your hands.
Knuckles,
Nasty
just
motherfucker.
knuckles.
Just
Yeah.
knuckles, yeah.
You ain't getting no
You know,
handshake.
some of my boys, they plug, so they be like, I'm like, hey, go do that real quick. Come back and talk
Yeah.
to me. You
Either
know,
go
you're-
smoke or jack off.
No, jack off. For either one of them,
Yeah.
because you're too aggressive.
Takes the whole shit away.
Yeah, it's 5:30 in the morning. You already got veins coming out your neck. Like,
Well, the worst is when you're trying to go to the gym and you're on the way out the door, your lady wants to fuck.
oh,
yeah.
it ain't happening.
Just takes that nut. You're
It ain't
gone.
100,
Yeah.
40,
dude.
45 is like 100 now.
Yeah.
You're like, what
Dude,
the
for
fuck happened to this
real.
weight?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I have a rule. You touch me, you gonna get it, but we ain't working it out out there. Like, at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real. It's a wrap.
Yeah, some of these bitches can come like a motherfucker and then go work out. I'm like, shit. Not a man.
Hell
Man,
no.
bust a load forward like sandwich.
Lay my ass down.
Yeah. Don't touch
Damn.
me. I'm going back to bed.
Yeah.
You
I
try,
know these
you
killers,
try to
bro.
control a million people coming out of one door, you know? That's tiring.
But it's true though. I say I'm ready to go down. Fuck.
This
man.
dude,
Like,
real.
we had this new extractor, and he's brought up to me the other day. He's like, dude, I'm totally naive, but when it comes to steroids, is it really like, do you get really aggressive? Is
Everybody
it like really like,
Nah.
what is your attitude totally changed? And I was
Yeah.
like, bro, I was like, your guys' like perception of like what's being plopped out there on like social media or whatever it is, it's like, it's so wrong. Like, you know,
Thomas?
yeah.
Like, he just got on test. He's been on. He loves it. You know what I mean? But for a long time, he's like, I don't know, man. I don't want to get crazy. And this, that. So I had to like relate it to him because his kids play baseball all the time, like travel ball, pony ball. They're real competitive. And I'm like, hey, man, could you imagine your kids playing baseball with no cleats on?
Hmm.
And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's what it's like working out and no test. he got on the test and he's like, I got my cleats, coach.
Uh.
I was trying to like compare it to something because
Yeah.
people, it's got a bad stigma. You know
Nah,
what I
it
mean? I'm
does,
sure
though.
you've been around it like longer and up and down with, you know what I mean? Like, but we all know you get on some shit and you do change.
Yeah.
100%.
There's shit
Yeah.
that will change you
Yeah.
out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yo, especially that trend.
Woo!
Oh, now we're
That's
talking.
just-
No
Now we're
comment.
talking.
Yeah,
Traveon, we
fuck,
talking
man.
now.
That trend's the it's God and the devil in one.
Yeah.
That's
For real.
that's my favorite. That's
God's
my very
nectar.
personal.
Do you go by Trey for short or anything?
Yeah,
Trey.
you can call me Trey.
Yeah, that we definitely have gone down that route with the trend. I miss
Yeah.
it. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah.
miss it. I miss it.
Are you
I don't.
Are you you still working out like on the grind? You still training?
Yeah, I
and
still work out, but you know, it's
balance.
it's a balance, but you know, I'm natural now, so it's kind of like it's a difference. It's a big difference from, like you said, like when you on that dark side and you training, like it's different, man. So now it's like I'm in the gym now just to be more healthy, just for you know what I mean?
fit.
Yeah, active fit.
fit,
You know, almost died. You know what I'm saying? So like
Going hard.
yeah, going hard, competing. You know, just you know, taking a lot of gear, consuming a lot of supplements, and you know, got to go through your pancreas, your liver, your kidneys.
Putting your system through the
And
ringer.
I was doing too much, show after show. That's not healthy neither. Doing you know back-to-back shows, so you know I had to just chill out for a little bit. You know,
Your body recover.
Did you recognize it or was it help from the outside like that?
Nah, I recognized it. It started off with like kept having to like go to the bathroom, and I'm like, damn, I have to keep peeing, like feeling this urge to pee a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I contacted my coach. My coach like, oh man, it's just the Anavar and it's the you know the what do they call it? The water pills to dry you out. So I'm like, okay. That was my second show. Then by the time my fourth show came, I'm like, nah, something ain't right. My sister, she's a nurse. So I contacted my sister. She's like, well, maybe you diabetic. I'm like, I can't be diabetic because I work out. So I checked that. Wasn't that. Then I went to go see my my doctor. My doctor's like, man, Traveon, you look amazing. He was like, but, you know, your kidneys is damaged. Like, if you don't stop, we're going to have to put you on a transplant list. I'm like, huh? That freaked me out, bro. Like, freaked me out. Like, scared the shit out of me.
Did you have
dog.
any pain right here on your
Nah,
back? It
I
was
didn't-
just the peeing alone that got you like.
Bro, I didn't have no pain. I didn't have no side effect. I felt amazing. I was getting ready for my second national show. So I went to go see him just to make sure I was okay. And he did my blood work. Everything came back crazy, bro. Like crazy. You know what I mean?
What do you mean crazy? Like
everything was just out of numbers. Like
right,
you know,
right. Like what's everything? Like your
my kidneys, my liver.
All your numbers were off?
Just all my numbers were off. You know what I
what
mean?
was your test at? No, I was just kidding.
My test was high.
Yeah.
My test was probably like over 1,000, bro. You know what I mean? So
Normal.
Yeah. But it was if I would have did it right, like I'm not against, you know what I mean? Nothing far as anabolics, but it's a certain way you should, do steroids if you're gonna
That's
do steroids.
That's right.
You know,
Right.
a
If
lot
you're
of
taking this steroid, you need to be taking this to like help clean it. You know what I mean? If
Exactly.
you're taking this steroid, you should be
exactly, but
at
most
those levels, right?
exactly, but most
Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I want to ask you like what your levels like? What dosages? I'm sorry.
Oh, I was running. I started off running like minimal levels, and then you go through that phase where you think, oh, I'm gonna take a little bit more, and it's gonna help a little bit more,
Right.
And so I was running probably like started off like 250 test. Probably like I only ran trend when I was like 4 weeks out from my shows.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? So I was running probably like 150 milligrams of trend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Okay.
But
Still powerful.
yeah, but I
Still
was
powerful.
taking a lot of oral, so like the
Like
Anadrol,
Oh, shit.
the Anavar, like all that stuff beats up your kidneys, your liver.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
So that's what it was. And then on side notes, I'm taking Advil. I was just reckless, bro. Like, and I paid for it. You know what I'm saying? And then listening to people in the gym. That's really where I messed up at. Listening to this guy because he's big, or listening to this guy, he's telling me to take this, and he's telling me to take that,
Facts.
and I'm looking at him like, oh yeah, he's big, so I'm gonna listen to him.
Right.
That gym science sometimes isn't
Bro,
the greatest,
science, yeah.
bro.
No,
No science.
no.
We talk about it all
Yeah,
the
no,
time.
it's not the
No,
greatest, man.
no.
So it was a live and learn situation. Now today, My kidneys is all the way back functioning 100%. You
Nice.
know, I had to go on a crazy journey. Like it was a crazy journey, man. I seen like a natural healist. I spent like $3,000.
Wow.
I stopped eating meat. I went vegan. At first I was like, this guy's crazy. He wants me to stop doing this, stop doing that. He's like, trust me though, man. If you follow my lead, your kidneys will, reverse. And I followed his lead. I went back to my doctors. They did my blood again. My numbers came back all the way normal. My doctor was tripping. He's like, bro, what'd you do? Like, I'm like, man, I got on a lot of nettle seed, a lot of herbs, bro. A lot of herbs, a lot of fasting.
Get all
a
the
lot
toxins out of your body.
getting the toxins out of my body. I lost a gang of weight. People thought I was sick. They're like, bro, you sick? What's going on with you? I'm like, nah, I'm just detoxing. But it worked. It worked, man. So now I feel better. Back in the gym, training.
You still vegan?
Yeah, I'm still vegan, bro.
Yeah, okay.
So it's a full lifestyle now. Full
yeah,
lifestyle.
it's a
Okay.
full Well, I'm vegetarian. I can't give up cheese, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I love
So you
cheese.
still some dairy or just cheese?
Just cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, just cheese, bro.
You can't give up a good pie. You know what I mean?
Do you eat eggs? Or
Nah,
no eggs.
no
Okay,
eggs,
so no
bro.
animal at all.
Nah, no.
Well, I guess
animals.
except for cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was rough, man. But I feel better. I feel more healthier, man. So that's the reason why, I'm staying on this journey. I just feel healthy, man, and I just ain't no
Great.
turning back.
Yeah. See,
Yeah, we tell everybody, people will like with Joe. They'll tell Joe and even Adam, go get your blood work.
Yeah.
Go get your blood work
Yeah.
before you want to jump on anything. Go
Yeah.
get your blood work. Check out. Get your levels checked out.
Mhm.
Because in the end, bro science is a real thing.
Real.
Like you said, you go, what? Oh, he's big or blah
Mhm.
blah blah. And I'm very straight up. Motherfuckers would be like, ask me, hey man, how'd you get so big? You ever heard of D-ball? Or you ever heard of trend? Like, I'm very upfront. We're super transparent about it. You go and dance with the devil, you might as well let him lead. That's what I say.
That's facts.
And
Well, but like we all do run a different program too. You gotta know, at first we all try to do the same thing. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So now we know like what work. He knows what works for him. He knows what works for him. I know what works for me.
Yeah.
And we all we'll bounce off each other, give some feedback, but we all run our own shit.
Yeah.
very responsible about it. Like we
That's
always
the
say,
key.
it gets demonized big time. But if you know what you're doing, you take the time to research what you're
There
going
is
to put in.
douchebags though that are on gear. You see
Who
them,
don't aren't the right
bu-
example.
Yeah,
you
there's
know what I
some
mean?
terrible examples out there in the
Exactly.
gym. You see them all the time, and you're like, come on, bro. Like I don't even know what the word to say about it.
Yeah.
It's just like you're a douche.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Don't even associate. Push.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
I'm not. You know who you are, motherfuckers. I follow. There's guys on my IG who they'll be like, "Oh, because of diet," and
Shut
I'm like,
the fuck
"Motherfucker, I know who you buy
Yeah,
from. Quit
exactly.
fucking fronting."
That's.
I know you're mixed.
I know, yeah.
Man.
Oh boy, he laughed. That boy that all tatted up.
yeah.
Remember, I put it on there. I said to all you motherfuckers, he was like, I forgot his name. Dude, with the tats up with the beard.
Dark gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he posted a video and it's like, oh, when it's time to get that TRT and trend and blah blah blah. And I reposted on my story and I said, this goes out to all the real motherfuckers who, I take TRT. Yeah, I take
Yeah.
Debo. Or not like, oh, it's because of diet.
Yeah.
It's because I'm like, be real.
Yeah.
Be real.
Yeah,
That's
you
like a
gotta
big
be
thing
real.
for me in the gym.
There's a
If I
guy I know from like the trucking thing, and he's like really established. He's good at what he does, but he's like getting in shape and like kind of we're opposite. Like fitness wise, he's just getting into it, trying to get himself together, and he's got on TRT, and they got him on a 0.2 like every other day of TRT. Like, and I'm like, he's like, that's what I'm good. I'll buy it. I'm like, hey man, like this is what's available to you. This is the price, and you could change your game a little. He's like, no, I'm good. I think I'm all right. And I'm like, all right, dude. Like you're wasting your fucking time.
Yeah, for
Like,
real.
but everybody's kind of get their little feet wet. And
The
do their
issue
thing.
with men's health is I feel like most doctors aren't in tune with it.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
agree.
Like, what's the thing? Like, doctors are there to fix an issue, right? Like, if you have an issue, they know to fix that issue, but not overall men's health. So, like, you go to most of these doctors and they're like, oh, your test should be at 500 or 600. You're like, no, like, teenagers are at 1200.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's where you optimally want to be, right? At that
Exactly.
teenager, like, feel good thing. But none of these doctors are recommending that. So, but then you get people who are like, oh, I'm going to listen to my doctor. And I'm like, like, I mean,
But it's crazy too. Like when the doctors get taught they're in the medical field, they have a section for like physical health, well-being, but they usually just prescribe medicine
right.
Yeah.
to fix it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But they learn there's a physical side of activity and doing things. Like
Right.
I almost think men need to go to a doctor like that's fit and jacked. Like you know what I
That's
mean? Like you want to find a
exactly.
doctor that's in shape, taking care of himself.
Exactly.
All right, what's up, dude? What do I do with myself?
Yeah.
But how often do you see a doctor like that?
Yeah,
Very rare.
yeah.
How often do you see a fit nurse? Let's be real.
Right.
Let's be real. There's some big bitches nurses out there. Like, but I'm like, bitch, what are you?
Is it just the scrubs, or are they really like?
You know
You
who's
know?
fit? Chiropractors. I feel like
That is true.
You know, a lot of chiropractors
I'm
are
just
fit.
saying. You know what I mean? You go to the doctors and they're like, you get on the scale and they're like, oh, you're slightly overweight. Bitch, I can wipe my ass with 505 pounds. What's your problem besides the drive-through? You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
real.
you got some nerve, lady.
That's real.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, your blood pressure's high. What is yours?
Yeah.
Let me see yours.
That's real.
But that's a good point, Adam. Like, you very rare you go see a doctor who's shredded and healthy and in shape, tells you to get vitamin D outside and tells you to. I think the sunlight. So that's crazy. So me being with the girl, you know, I've been seeing, she really got me into what's the good word?
Like natural
Eastern
energy?
medicine, natural
Yeah.
remedies.
Mhm.
I've
Yeah.
never really known that. You know what I mean?
That's the way to go.
It's really captivated me as far as like
Herbs and shit.
yeah,
going on there.
That's the
magnesium.
way to go.
Magnesium's so good for your muscles. Like I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Especially men.
Oh,
Yeah.
big time.
Makes me
Magnesium, and of course, like she gets the Epsom salt bath for the
Mhm.
soak in. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I never did none of that. You
There's
know
a
what
lot
I
of
mean?
stuff you could do without having to take like medicine.
Yeah.
Like, over the counter that's good for you.
And
But
it's
it's
just big
Hence marijuana. No.
That too.
There it is.
That
it's just
too.
it's
There it is.
Western medicine is all about like pharmaceuticals,
Pills.
Mhm.
pills,
Pills,
and
that's
medicine.
it.
You know what I mean?
Pills,
Pills.
pills.
That's all they study. That's all doctors. Doctors really don't study how to heal you. They just
Naturally.
study how to
'Cause they-
prescribe medicine.
That's
you
what I
know?
mean. Like, yeah, they know physical health and herbs and that
Yeah.
could do it too, but they're getting paid.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It's a whole
Mhm.
fucking gimmick.
It's all a gimmick.
That's
man.
why I mean most. Do you guys go to the like
I don't.
doctor? Do you?
I've been in years.
Yeah,
like
I
if I'm like
Just blood
about,
test.
about to die, then yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
other than
most-
that, like he said, I do everything myself, man.
And
Like,
you can
I'm-
educate yourself pretty well
Exactly.
these days. You know what I mean? It just takes some time to dissect the bullshit once you start
Exactly.
reading.
It's funny because the common denominator is food.
Mhm.
You know what
Oh,
I mean?
yeah.
I
Like
agree.
he changed his diet, fixed his issues. You know what I mean? People
Exactly.
who do fasting, right? They fix issues. People who do all carnivore diet, right? Those people are fixing issues. And it's like
Facts.
it's the food people. You know what I
It's
mean?
the
Like we
food.
need to fucking watch what we're eating and like just fast food
Seed
so easy
oils
and you know what I mean?
Facts.
I agree. I agree.
Sugars too. Them sugars,
big time.
man.
And it's crazy. Like growing up, how you see. Remember that little bullshit triangle they used to give us in school?
Yeah, the
yeah.
food
Like your
pyramid.
bread,
Yeah.
and it's like, man, that's bad for you. That's bad
All
for you.
that
That's
shit
bad
was.
for you. Like,
that whole triangle thing.
yeah,
is a
remember?
scam.
Like that's what we all.
Scam.
And that's crazy because there's
cereal in the morning.
Yeah,
like-
and that's just bad. It's bad.
Hey,
it's crazy.
Was it bad though, or is it just misleading?
Now-
It's bad.
I don't.
Because you should have a little carb, you know what I
You
mean?
mean
But
tell
it's
me a
not
little
telling you
kid eating a bowl
cereal.
of Fruity
No,
Pebbles
but
is
it didn't
good.
say
I
in there
love it.
Fruity
Don't get me
Pebbles. It
wrong.
said bread, right? So, but our
Sourdough.
bread in America is
Sourdough.
trash. Like it's processed. It has a bunch
Yeah.
of bullshit in it. If we were eating real natural all bread, you know what I mean? Like actually clean bread, then you probably wouldn't feel like shit. That's why people in Europe, their pasta
They
is
lose
way
weight,
fucking
yeah,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, so it's not that I felt like it was misleading. It just wasn't telling you, hey, if you're going to eat bread, make sure you eat right bread. You know what I mean? Like, eat potatoes, rice, or, you know,
Yeah.
don't go fucking eat pizza. That's not the kind of bread we're talking about. Or
Are-
cereal.
Are potatoes generally good for you over what's the orange one?
Yams.
Yeah,
Well,
I put them in the same category.
Same
Personally.
category.
It just depends on what you're trying. I think a yam is a little more less fatty.
Yeah.
Like
Less
so
fattening,
when
yeah.
you're watching your numbers, calories, and intake, like that's where they go to those. Like my chick will get on her meal plans and that.
And it's
So-
easier for the body to break down too.
Well,
Yeah,
100%,
the starches
yeah.
or something like that.
Well, yeah. So, like, when you break down a carbohydrate, right, like it turns into glucose or like a sugar. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, you might not be eating sugar, but you're eating too many carbs and it's turning into sugar. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
So, that's why
Same
you have to have
effect.
that balance.
But
know
if
what I mean?
you lift weights and eat, your muscles are glucose machines.
Exactly.
They eat
Right.
this, so you have to learn like there's a lot to it. Like,
100%.
some more muscle
Yeah,
mass,
it's crazy,
you have, the
you know what
faster
I
I
mean?
think the same meal over and over. Like I have the same meal Monday through Friday. I eat the same Monday through Friday. I'm eating the same. Come Friday night, your boy's gonna have a couple pies. But other than that,
Right.
But I mean,
Same.
I'm doing meat and rice, meat greens rice, meat. You know, I gotta get my protein in. So I do my eggs. I do my old school fashioned bro meal in the mornings. And
that should be everybody's
that's a pound
meal
of
in the
meat,
morning. Is
white
eggs
rice,
and maybe
5
some
eggs.
bread.
You know what I mean?
A
I
little
do
fruit.
that, tuna and rice, and I go into a nice dinner.
Well, they say your biggest meal should be breakfast.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then dial it down. Lunch a little smaller, and then dinner
I
smallest.
even been talking to my chick about that because she's like, chicks, they want to eat later and munch or whatever. I'm like, hey, why don't you kill it in the morning with your
Women.
protein and eat a big ass meal
Right.
Yeah.
and then wing it off the rest of the day because then
Mhm.
it should challenge, like you'll get that fasted effect. You know
The problem is your brain, they say, like when you're like hooked on a diet, right? When you wake up, you're fucking committed. Gym, good healthy breakfast, good lunch. By dinner time, it's actually your brain that's getting tired. And it's like,
You get some sugar.
Yeah. Let me get something else. You know what I mean? Because
Where the
it's a
gummies
muscle
at?
and it's tired by the end of the night. Yeah.
Full of peanut butter.
I was just
Next thing you know,
noticing
you half
this.
that tub's gone. You your drawers in the kitchen.
Yeah, dude. Ever since I stopped smoking, I don't eat sweets no more.
Yeah.
Like at all. I don't crave them. Like, you know what I crave? My sugar for the day is a can of Sprite.
Dang.
And I'll drink that like with one of my lunch or my food, and I'm
You
good.
fucking
Yeah, and
shit.
I'm like, I used to eat ice cream at night, Reese's, so I'll be fucking tearing shit up.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm good. Like,
I want a Sprite.
yeah, I just want a
That's
Sprite. It's
crazy.
crazy. Like, I trip out on myself, but I've gained more weight. I'm healthy. Like, everything's
that's what I
kind
was
of
gonna
coming
ask
together.
you.
Like, it's weird. And I'm like, I'm just going to stay where I'm at.
Did you start eating more when you stopped smoking?
Yeah,
your
like for me,
appetite
it was
went up?
it was the opposite of like
Yeah.
most people. Like, I used to be hungry. I'll smoke. I'm not hungry no more.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I noticed
I
that-
eat more, but like not junk.
Yeah.
Just more like a nice meal, and it lasts me longer. And then I
Yeah.
eat a meal, and like
Quality.
before I'd be munching in between
Yeah.
bullshit. So I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're an ingredients based household, which means we cook everything. I don't like having microwave shit in the house. I don't like having chips in the house, even though I love me some Ruffles queso ones. Those are the devil, homie. I see those in the aisle. That's my Sprite. I'm like,
No, those. Have you tried the Flamin' Hot
yes,
sour cream? Whatever.
Fuck, dude.
The what?
They got Ruffles,
I didn't even need
Flamin' Hot
sour cream.
Yeah, Flamin' Hot with sour cream.
cream.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta go get those.
that's my. I eat that with cottage
I
cheese
didn't
right now. Oh my god, it's the best fucking snack.
Bro, if
in
I'm
the
on a
world.
joint and your boy's at the grocery store, I'm walking by that Ruffle aisle.
I'm gonna
4 times.
I'm gonna go
Look
get
at
the
those
bag out of the
queso
house.
ones.
I got some a fresh bag.
Hey,
They're
shit.
so fire.
Dude, the Ruffle queso one, that motherfucker has so much cheese powder on them.
Yeah,
You're like,
Yeah.
oh, dude. And guess what? By the time I get to the register, they're gone. They're gone.
What's your fingers looking like?
Oh, just fucking like a typical Latina chick in high school. Orange Cheeto red hot Cheeto fingers. Just as I'm
I like that one where you guys see that. I think I texted you guys or sent it to you. Jorge was laughing about it. I remember in the group. It's like single moms with the kid on a kidless night are dirtier than a kid's Cheeto fingers.
Yeah, for real.
Fact.
Jorge like was the only one that laughed at that shit. Man, this fool's over here hanging out with the single moms on kidless night.
Jorge right there.
Yeah.
Jorge just plowing them out one by one.
Where's the kid? He's eating the kid's
Yeah.
Cheetos.
All the kids snacks.
Jorge's eating his fucking what are they, gushers.
Yeah.
Hey, you know it's bad? Like Jorge told a funny ass story. He's staying at these whatever he's doing. When he's like,
He said whatever he's doing.
he's getting ready in the morning, you know, in the bathroom, and he's like, "Oh, there's some gel here." Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Usually there's a little fucking kid here, but he's gone, so Jorge's using little kid's gel doing his hair. At least he's living, you know.
Dude,
What
I
I mean?
remember, I
Like-
remember this one time I was dating. Well, this is not the lie. I wasn't dating nobody. I just happened to meet this chick at the bar, and dude, she was baddie. She was a baddie, and I'm sitting there having a drink, and I'm just, I get ready to go, and she's like, "Hey, where are you going?" I'm like, "I guess we're doing this." You know what I mean? So I sat down with her. Look, and I could tell she's enhanced.
Yeah.
She's got big lips, fake, big ass, fake. It's all great. I encourage it. I can bite and suck it. It's real.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're there. And she's
Whoa,
like,
just-
mind you, we're just talking, we're flirting. You know, as a man, it's gonna go down, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
gonna.
yeah.
You just know, and you know when you're being hunted. So you're like, hey, I'll be the lamb tonight, So we end up going to the house. We have a great time. Whatever. I wake up in the morning. I'm in my drawers. She's like, "Would you like breakfast?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I want breakfast." So I go downstairs. I sit at her table. I'm sitting there in my drawers, and she's making me breakfast. Next thing you know, these 5 fucking kids come downstairs, and they're little. And they're like, "Hi, grandma." And I'm like,
Grandma.
"Grandma." I'm like, "What?" I go, "How old are you?" She's like, "Oh, I'm 56.
Oh,
God damn, girl.
Jake got hunted by
Yeah,
the cougar.
so I'm sitting there with the babies talking and having full on conversation. I'm like, I'm grandpappy. Yeah, but
Jake,
it's
straight a
just-
leopard came and
yeah,
got his
dude.
ass.
I was sitting there. I was like, oh shit. She was very aggressive. That makes sense.
He didn't see the fucking stripes on that bitch.
She was like, get up. You want breakfast? Yes, ma'am. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, after that he's straightened up. Sit up straight. Yes.
Does she have little caramel things?
Little
Little can of caramel
bowls,
candies?
little
Yeah.
bowls of M&Ms.
Yeah.
Use the spoon.
Was there plastic on the furniture?
No, it was nice house in Spring Valley Lake, but it
Nice.
was interesting.
Plastic on the furniture. That's funny. That's how my grandma was. Plastic on
Or
the
what about
furniture.
the walking
yeah,
mats like on the floor?
plastic mats
yeah,
too.
you
Yeah,
have to stay on the mat.
yeah.
Don't, get on, don't turn the lights off. You're going to ruin my phone bill. The
Yeah.
fuck? Doesn't even make
Ruin your
sense.
phone bill?
Yeah. That was my mom. Turn the lights off. You're going to ruin my phone bill. Ma. You know what I mean?
Hey, so the other day I had to go do a delivery
crazy.
in Blythe at the airport, and I had to get in contact with the receiver. So I'm calling, and they call, and this old boy's like, "Hey, fuck that 10 grand! This motherfucker trying to take advantage of me. Fuck him." I'm like, "Oh, hello, sir." He's like, hey man, what can I help you with? I'm like, catch you at a bad time? He's like, no. So I got there and met him, and he's like this good old boy, dude, like cowboy boots. Like, and I'm like, are you the one I called? He's like, what? What do you mean? I'm like, I called some dude. He was cussing some dude out about 10 grand and fuck that guy. He's like, oh yeah, that was me. And I'm like, I just want to meet you. I knew you were a good old boy before I fucking said to you. You know what I mean?
Hey, have you seen that video? I thought about you and these fucking weirdos in Lucerne Valley. Shout out. Of that, he's like a big old black country dude, and like the feds were trying to come on his property in Texas. And
I seen that.
You seen that shit,
seen that,
dude? Because they wanted one of his. There was a warrant of one of his hand workers.
Yeah.
And they roll up in there with their fucking paper or their fucking pepper spray guns. And the boss gets off his horse, bro, and he goes, "Look, I don't play all that bullshit over here. Like this, I don't give a fuck about your badges. Like this is my property. You can get on, or we can get on. What's up?" And I was like, "God, damn,
dude, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Like this isn't racist or nothing. Black cowboys, you don't fuck with them,
dude."
I'm just saying, like a real cowboy that's a black dude.
Yeah,
do not fuck with that motherfucker. You're gonna step into shit you
wild.
cannot.
Maybe it reminded me out here. He goes, "We could get on. What's up?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, I seen that one.
Because they're old school. You're on my property.
Yeah,
yeah.
He was protecting his hands.
So he was ready.
I went
he
to
hopped off that horse fast.
Yeah,
and
he was chasing him on the rope.
Yeah, he hopped
I
off
was
that
like,
horse fast.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, real deal. You got to watch that movie. What's it called? It's like they're cowboys in the city. It's on Netflix. Who's in that movie? But these dudes are for real. Like not no street bullshit like cowboys in the city. But I was in Utah yesterday and I had to go drop off a container, and I went to this like kind of far out little farmland, and I pull up and it's like this bitchin' property. Like so it's kind of like got a shop that's like little. It's like muddy and stuff out there. You get like with the equipment, you gotta pay attention. But like the house was beautiful, a pond, grass, this big ass pad, and had like a little side house. So, dude, it was like I don't know if it was like a cult, like or sister wives,
damn,
or like some weird shit was going on. Like I almost thought they were Amish, but they had like technology. Like, and I pulled, dude, it was so odd for me. I didn't even ask what was going on. Like one of those situations. I'm like, so is this a farm? Or like one guy, dude, the one guy just started laughing. He's like, kind of something like that. And I'm like, he's like, it's like a family place too. And I'm like,
real close.
Wanderlust.
So when I knocked on the door, this chick came out with the old school dress, like an Amish, like Mormon, whatever.
Yeah.
And then this dude pulls up to this badass truck. He gets out. He's like a straight white, like had an accent from I don't know where. And he's like, he was talking to his other buddy. He's like, the good Lord didn't like that, buddy. And I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Literally, I'm usually pretty like aware of shit, and I'm like, I don't even fucking want to know what's going on around here. And they're all wearing like jeans with boots and fucking long sleeve collared shirts, different colors.
Yeah, that look like sound like some coats, some
dude. And then
cultish.
this is the thing that threw me off the most, and I might be tripping. They all had nice ass fucking trucks, like some shit we'd all want to have. Like, and they're all get out. They talk fucking weird. I couldn't figure it out. Well, there's like puddles everywhere, right? So the guy goes to show me where he wants it. He just starts marching through all the fucking puddles, like in his boots and shit. I'm like walking around everything. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on around here, dude? Like, I just need to get this shit and get the fuck out of here. Yeah,
different lifestyle.
I even
told so you got any plans tonight? Would you like to attend the orgy?
But dude, when I asked the guy like, what is this place? He just laughed, and I'm like,
Adam's like, can I bring Jake and Joe?
Yeah, I got 2 buddies. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm like, should I got me a cowboy outfit? Show up no sleeves. Where the bulls at?
That's funny.
So, anyways, bro, where were you born? Talk to us, man.
I'm from Pomona, California, man.
P-Town.
Where's this fucking P? The circles with the P. Where's your tattoos?
No, I don't got no tattoos of the town from me, man. I'm from the north side of Pomona. I grew up all over California, though. I grew up in Lancaster, out here, everywhere. I lived in Ohio. I lived everywhere, man. My story kind of different. My mom was in prison, so my grandparents raised me. I didn't meet my dad till I was 26. Ooh. So it's kind of challenging, you know what I'm saying? It was real rough, man. You know, gangs and, you know, running the streets, selling drugs. My daughter changed my life. So when I had my daughter, my oldest daughter, she's 17. Super proud of her. She goes to Mater Dei. She's super dope. So shout out to my daughter, Akaimi. But she changed my life, man. Gave me a purpose. Gave me something to live for. Before my daughter, man, I was somebody y'all probably would have never even met. You know what I'm saying? So
how old are you, brother? I'm sorry.
I'll be 43 next month.
Okay.
So yeah, man, it's been real, but you know, I'm thankful, you know, for good people that's been in my life. I'm thankful for you know, just the people that has, you know, came into my life, from my teachers to my coaches to my grandparents to, you know, all the people that molded me to figure out, you know, what life's about. A lot of people complain and make excuses, and once I realized, like, it's me, like, it's nobody else holding me, it's just me holding me back. It's my mindset, it's my thought process, it's you know what I mean. And once I changed that, man, my life took off, man, like, you know, like, took off. So you know, I'm thankful for that. But you know, I know I went left, but I'm from Pomona. I know I went left.
No,
Keep talking, baby. Keep talking. We
So
dig it.
can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
You said, you know, your mom was locked up and you didn't meet your dad. So would you not having that presence in your life, does that make you like search for a family as far as like gangbanging and that?
It did.
In that aspect of like that's your family now?
It did, but like I could. Yeah. Well, I come from a good family, bro. So like I can't even like. I never lie on my family, man. Like my grandma, she was a doctor. My grandfather was a police officer. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I come from a good family. You know what I mean? I wanted to go on the other side of the tracks and go, you know what I mean?
Just to see.
You know, I was just, you know, I didn't have to, you know what I mean? Because I had love at home. I had, you know, the proper love from my grandparents. They gave me that love I needed. But when you go to school as a young kid and you hear all your friends talking about my mom and my dad, and you like, damn, like, I don't got that experience.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Then you start questioning, like, hold up, why I ain't got that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, my homie over here is going home with his dad's picking him up from school, taking him to baseball games, and it just starts to make you, you know, question things. You know what I mean? And I was very emotional growing up because I didn't have that father figure. My grandfather was always at work. My grandma was, you know, at home trying to, you know, do what she can do. My grandfather he stayed working. He paid the bills, kept the lights on. You know what I mean? My grandma, you know, she was a lady, so she didn't really discipline me like that. Shit, Trey, stop that. Don't do that. You know what I mean? My grandfather was a force not to fuck with, man. He was 6'5", big dude. He didn't play. You know what I mean? So when he was home, it was as soon as you come inside my grandpa's house, hat off, pants pulled up, everything. You know what I mean? I didn't have that, you know, so I went over there to go hang out with the thugs, man, and I fell in love with it, bro. You know what I mean? I fell in love with that, man. It was fun, bro. You know what I mean? It was fun, but at the same time, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? And that's why I do what I do for, you know, the youth today. I try to, you know, keep it real with them, man, and, you know, tell them the truth, man. Like, gangs and just being irresponsible, man, that's easy. You know what I mean? That's super easy to do. You know what I mean? But being responsible, you know what I mean? Going to work, paying your bills, taking care of your family, like, those are the men who I salute. You feel me? I don't care what race you are, what creed, whatever. Like, if you getting up, taking care of your family, like, that's a real person, bro. Like, that's a real man, bro. You know what I mean? Because us as men, we go through stuff that people couldn't even fathom, bro. You know what I mean? Mental health is real for us because if we do this, then we're too emotional. If we do that, then we're this. If we do that, you know what I mean?
You come from the generation of just don't say nothing, get it done.
Don't say nothing,
just
get it done.
Handle it.
Just handle it, you know what I mean? And for me, it's hard, especially with these kids, because these kids nowadays are like, they just so emotional, you know what I mean? Like, they just, it's crazy, man. Like, even with football, I be looking, I'm like, damn, bro, like, it's a football game, bro. Like, y'all over here crying and, you know what I mean? Like, just
the soft.
Yeah, soft, bro. Super soft, man. And it's a trip, bro, you know? So that's why I try to be the voice for as many kids as I can, you know what I mean? The kids that I coach, and I just try to tell them, like, you know, just be responsible, man, and, you know, do the right things, man, and, you know, don't get caught up with peer pressure, and don't let people, you know what I mean, tell you bullshit, because that's how it happens, bro. You know what I mean? You see him over here doing that, you think he's cool, so you want to do it. Now you caught up, you know what I mean, doing something that, you know, you wouldn't even done if you wouldn't have seen him do it, you know what I mean? So it's very important to have your own identity, to have your, you know what I mean, to have your own thoughts, to be your own man, you know, and that's what I preach to my boys, like, hey, this is what you need to do, you know, go like really go to college, really keep your grades straight, you know, because like me coaching football, it's not about football for me, it's about building young men,
That's
building.
There's more to it.
It's more to it, you know what I mean? Because they're gonna be fathers one day. They're gonna be, you know, workers one day.
Well, it's a pivotal time in a boy's life.
Facts.
In high school, like the high school age, 14 to 18,
right.
14 to 20 is like a super important time for a boy or a
Yeah.
man. You know, that's
That's
when
right.
they start figuring a little bit of shit out. Like their base starts there.
That's that just goes to show how big your circle is, or how big it is to like choose your friends wisely.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? If you're around a group of motivating young dudes, you're gonna be like that. So you hang around those guys, like you just said, you're gonna follow
like
that.
that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the men's health thing. Is it just me, or I feel like a lot of people are doing therapy? You notice that? Like I notice a lot of guys doing therapy, and
I
I'm
believe
like,
in that, man.
I
Well,
would never. I don't know. It's never even crossed my mind to ever like talk to a therapist.
I did it after my divorce. I definitely did it.
And what do you think? Do you think
I definitely helped me out with a lot of things because I had a lot of because I know for me personally, we did an episode back when we first started doing this gig, and I talked about growing up. My dad was locked up most of the time. Dad was gone doing his bullshit, and my dad was a Rolling Stone, so he did everything how he wanted to do. And then when he finally got locked up and he got out, he wanted to be a Christian, So I was like, it's cool, we got Pop's back at least, shit, whatever. And then they went hardcore in the ministry, and that's when, we went across the country and did whatever. But when my dad got back, he bailed. I didn't see him again until I was 15. He bailed. I didn't see him again till I was probably 20, 21.
Jake, can you run a timeline down for me on like your childhood? So you grew up and then your dad went to jail at what time? How old?
Man, maybe I was 6, 7.
And he was gone for
a couple. He didn't get back till I was, I think, 10.
Okay, and
10,
then
11.
you guys did the
and then
took off, right?
Yeah, and we took off. Maybe I was younger than that. Maybe roughly. And then we took off to the East Coast, all out there. And then
You came back. You said when you're like 15 here.
Yeah, 15. We came back here, and then he bailed, and I didn't see him again for years. He just bailed. My dad was like, a preacher and this and that. So for me to see, like, it's cool. Like, okay, like at that time, that's why I'm not really religious no more. I'm just not, because I seen the good, I seen the bad, not for me. And when he bailed and he was gone, I didn't see him. We didn't see him at all. So in that time period, that's when I started hanging out with my boys. Whether it was because Mom's was out there. Mom went from being a housewife to basically working 4 jobs.
Damn.
So we didn't see her at all because she was busy putting a roof over our head. There's times we got dinner. There's times we didn't.
Yeah.
There's times where we didn't get Christmases, which was cool. Sometimes all we would get for Christmas would be a cheese wheel, because that's all she could afford, a sausage and cheese platter.
Dang.
Because we had a roof over our head at least, and that's when I was seeing all these fucking cats at school, man, just looking fly. I'm like, man, fuck this. So I started hanging out with people who, like you said, you see people, you're just like, man, I want to look like that. I want to have that jewelry on me. I want to look like that. So you go and you put yourself in that environment.
Exactly.
And like what did Pac say? They showed a young brother love,
Facts.
And I always never got in trouble because I didn't want to put no more bullshit on my mom's shoulders. So whether it was slang or this and that, I was able to get my clothes from East Bay magazine. Everyone know about East Bay, homie.
Old school.
Tim's and
East Bay,
Tim's.
homie. Let me tell you something. They're like,
Old
where'd you
school.
get that? The mall? Shit. Waited 6 weeks for it. East Bay magazine. You order
It's
that
already
shit.
out of style.
Homie,
That's
you order that shit in April and get there in July.
They had all like the gear, and then they had like sports shit.
Yeah, remember it was all
East
next
Bay
to
was
it.
shit. Football.
Select the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta send it in.
Send it in, and then 6 weeks later, come fucking June or July, bam, there's my fucking AIs. But I used to have my Jordan outfits, and I had to come to the conclusion, like, hey, I remember, I'll never forget it. My boxing coach at the time, he sat me down, and he goes, I want to have a talk with you, you fuck. And I go, talk to me. And then he goes, I know what you're doing. He goes, I know Mom's is too busy, but he goes, I know what you're doing. My old coach, he was old Italiano. And he told me, he goes, there's only one way out of this, 2 ways. It's going to be in either pine box or it's going to be in a prison cell.
It's true.
So it's up to you.
Facts, man.
And I just listened to him, and he goes, I know Dad ain't around, or he's calling the fucking cocksucker ain't around.
Yeah.
He's like, but I'm telling you, you can end up in a pine box or you can end up in a 6x6 cell.
That's true.
Because what you're doing right now, he goes, you won't get. He goes, yeah, you'll get caught eventually. He's like, because there'll be a bitch you fuck, and she's gonna say something, or one of your homies are gonna get caught up, and they're gonna name you. That's just how it is.
So what happened with the therapist?
So, how'd we go off of that?
You
went to my dad. So, anyways, when we went into that, we
You were the therapist.
yeah, you were.
Yeah.
So anyways, as I was going through that, like I was going through therapy after my divorce, just because I wanted to see. Because one thing that always set me off, would set me off, was you're just like your dad,
Dang.
and that would fucking like.
Oh, she knew the button?
Yeah, I think for any man.
Yeah.
Okay, Frank, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anyone who's been in a relationship knows when the.
I'd be okay being my dad.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. So, anyways, but as we go through it, we talked about how I was like, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. So I went and I did it, and I sat there with him, and I was just going through everything that, I mean, from all that to my pops leaving to where my dad came back in my life. He passed away because he got sick with his diabetes, and never really had to process that. And then not even 2 months later, my mom got stage 4 colon cancer.
Dang.
So in that whole time period, it was just constant, like just one thing after another to you can't even grieve your pops because now you got to be strong for mom.
Yeah.
And mom's over there fucking just having a breakdown. She's telling you that your dad's calling her to go with her. And you're like, well, tell that motherfucker to wait. And all of a sudden he wants to be a fucking family man. Fuck him. So anyways, you deal with all that shit. You deal with all of it. And then on top of that, you're still providing. You're still trying to be a dad. You're still trying to be a husband.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, we're from that era to where we don't talk about it. We just fucking deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it's going to work when you're tired or beat up, your body's sore, or you have to sit down and have another conversation at the table with the wife. And it's just, like I said, it's one thing after another. So when I went to therapy, he said, I remember we were talking about it, and he pretty much said, like, you have a lot of trauma. Like trauma. And it's deep, dude, because you think of things that you really didn't think that would affect you, and it does. It does. It does. And like one of my biggest things was with my children. I always wanted to be the opposite of what my dad was. Always, whether it was just be there. You know what I mean? Be there, hands on. Whether it's with teaching them, training or supporting their gifts or their performances or their talents. Or
That's true.
Yeah, I just always wanted to be there. So. Like when I was going through that therapy, it shows you a lot, especially as a man. Like you deal with trauma when you don't really think you have any. It's really an eye opener.
It is.
It really is, because at some point you find out what the basis of the problem is. And it's a lot of self-reflecting. It's a lot of being honest with yourself. That's like the main thing, in my opinion. Yeah. Like if you're gonna sit there and talk to somebody, you got to be real and you got to tell them everything. And because if you don't, you're just not really trusting the process. So
I agree.
If you're gonna do therapy,
they're all in, right?
That's true.
So the therapist helped you realize where something stemmed from,
100%.
basically.
The where you come from, the dysfunction. Everybody comes from some type of
I feel like my uncle, right, who was on, right, he was kind of like a therapist because after I left here, right, I kind of, said, hey, there's some issues I'm having, but and nowhere along the lines they say, well, you're doing this or they're doing that or whatever. It was just look at the broader picture and look at it from a different perspective. You know what I mean? And then when you do that, you're like, oh fuck, like. That thing that clicks in your brain where you're like, I didn't think about it like that, you know what I mean? And then you kind of like, now you have a whole different look on the situation, and that's how I feel like a therapist might be, right? I've never.
Well, in that time frame of when I was 15 to when I was 20, I'm not going to sit here and say like he was completely gone, because there was times and months where he would come back, but he would need something. And he want me to go break into a bitch's house and go steal all his stuff for him while he was out to go on to the next woman. So that's when my dad. So for me, the therapist told me, and then he'd be gone. Like he'd show up, hey, thanks for that. Never see him again. But she told me, like, you're so programmed that people need, like, people use you. Yeah. People use you to get to where, like you've been programmed since 15.
So around 5, he goes to jail. Around 10, he gets out of jail. You guys move all over because he's a priest. Yeah. What point does he start banging all these bitches? And was that during
5? No. Oh. So my mom, like Mama V was saying, we were hanging out with my sisters past weekend. We're sitting there smoking and we're just talking, and she goes, she said, your dad? She goes, dude, my dad was wild, man. My dad was a bouncer at all the clubs in LA and at the whiskey and all that, and that's how I met my mom. And my dad was a ladies' man, you know what I mean? But my dad was old school ladies' man, like, oh, I love her, I'm moving in with her. This is your new mom. Oh, I love her, I'm moving in with her. Like, Dad, you don't have to get married. Right? Like, you just fuck. That's cool. Like I'm old school, son. He's traditional. But
so he was.
She said it kept him in check.
What time frame was it?
So from when I was a kid, when he got out to all those years of ministry, he was in check to all the way till 15. When we moved here, he just bailed.
Oh, that's so right. So he was good for about 5, 6 years.
6 years, 7. Yeah. Like around that time period, he was like He was Big Frank.
So obviously, when he was locked up, he couldn't do what he was doing, and then he changed as he was locked up. So then,
when he got out,
so 10 years or so, he probably, and then
he
the
was
devil
like good.
got him back.
Yeah, he came home. As I said, oh, there he is. So like when we went to his funeral, it was funny. When we did his funeral, they wanted me to talk. I was like, "You sure?"
Hold on, how old was he when? How old were you when he passed away?
He passed away 2018, so I was.
Oh, this is so 7 years
32,
ago.
30?
Yeah.
7.
33?
Yeah, 33.
So did you have a relationship after at a certain point?
Up and down.
The whole
and down,
always
up
till
and down,
the end
up
of his
and down.
life.
So
Up
from
and down.
15 to 33, it was just up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, he from 15 to like when I said he would show up in those time frames, and then he bounce, and then hey, I need you. Okay, what do you need? I need you to go break into this bitch's house.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I'm gonna take her out on a date. Get all my shit out there. Here's the address.
Crazy.
This is my dad, dude. Big Frank. My brother Buck could testify. My homie Scott. He'd give us the paper. He'd be like, "Here it is. This is the address. I need my stuff at this point.
I got homies like that too.
I'll have your guys' money ready for you." And I'm like,
That's crazy.
Business, old school.
"Oh yeah." I'd be like, "All right, Frank." So we would go do what we gotta do, and then he'd meet us. He'd come rolling up with the new broad. Not even joking. And give us our money, $100 each. And I'd be like, "All right, see you around." And that was it.
Girl, we're gonna do this to your shit too, lady.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm looking at her. She's like, "Hi, I'm blah blah blah." Love and happiness. Babe.
Gotcha.
Love and happiness.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, we'll see you around. We'll see you around. But when he got sick, that's when because even my dad's married. My dad was a wild guy. But when he got married and sick, because it was something that had to chain him down again, he had to behave. You know, but
So was he back at home with mom or no?
he was with his new wife. But it was crazy because he even said to me, he would always say like, my biggest regret was leaving your mom. Like, because my mom, at that point, Mama V was like, "I don't fucking need you, homie. Kick rocks." Like, I've already.
She was healed?
She was. Because Kaylee asked her this past weekend, how come you never wanted to get in a relationship? That's what she started laughing. I'm like, fuck, here we go.
Kaylee, why'd you do
And she's
it?
like, she looks at me and Robert, no offense to you guys. I don't need no man, Bobble. I gave all my life to his dad, and his dad ruined my life, and blah, blah, blah. I was like, "Mom, you're not sounding so Jesus-like right now." You know? And she was like, "But she's like, I gave my life to devotion to a man, this and that." She's like, "I don't need it no more." She's like, "I live my life." So when my dad got sick, my mom really started traveling. So he could see like, yeah, she had all those tough years, you know what I mean, of struggling. But in her retirement years, she got, Sedona, cruises, and my dad was sick at home.
So reversed it,
you know, and but it took a lot to go through that, and especially going through therapy. It made me really appreciate my mom for everything that she did. You know, like I said, there's a lot of big time self.
Did you?
Reflection.
You learn anything like you were doing wrong?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Eye opening.
100%. Like one of my biggest things is I hate being told that people are afraid of me because that's why they like me. I hate being told that. I hate being told people won't say nothing to me because they're afraid of me. I hate being told that. I just hate being told it.
Well, what do you hate about it?
Like
you don't want it to be like that?
No, I don't want it to be like that.
Right. You want to be approachable?
I want to be approachable.
Yeah,
like,
I get that too.
I
get
want
that a
people
lot.
to talk to me.
But you could tell you to fuck off, and you're not like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna fuck you up." Like, Jake will have a conversation. That's what I've gotten out of him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean. You could tell.
Well,
him.
no, he's very approachable.
Yeah.
But
No, he's not at first. Like if you're measuring on a masculine level, Jake's. Remember at the gym, he used to kind of be like tough. You know what I mean?
you do have an ambiance to you,
But-
you know,
and then
where you
once-
like you're very stern and like, what are you approaching me for?
Yeah. What do you want?
And then once like the conversation breaks in, then you'll drop your guard. It's you have a guard up, kind of in a sense, right?
Yeah,
Like
same
it's
way,
like
though. I'm
you know,
the same way.
you know, we're all like that, right? Because we're taught that there's so many fuckheads out there, right? Like
I think
what do you
live
want?
and learn. You live and learn.
Yeah, right. It's through experience, right?
Yeah.
Right. But I think in that sense, but once you talk to you and you know the person's not fucking with you, you're like, oh, okay, I'll talk to you for a second.
But you got to poke him a lot, like for him to get like really like a physical, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can tell Jake, "Hey, fuck off, Jake. Fuck you." Like you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah,
Everybody's gonna carry on,
I
but-
don't have like that's from years of being secure when it comes to fighting. You know,
You're
when
comfy.
you know how to hurt people with your hands, you're not in a rush to prove how tough you are.
Yeah.
You know what you can do, you know what you're capable of. So like that was always my biggest thing was like, man, am I really that unapproachable? Like when people, because I remember in relation, the only reason why they're like, because they're afraid of you. Like always was always told to me like that. Only reason why that you're not approachable is because they're scared of you. They're not your friends, they're just scared of you. Like that was something I'm like, man, am I not approachable? Like that was something, a lot of big time self-reflection when you go through therapy. Like I said, you got to be real with yourself at some point. Yeah, I did that wrong. Yeah, I could have been better in this situation. Yeah, I could have handled that differently. Or yeah, maybe I was coming across like a dick that time. Or you know what, you're right. Maybe I should eat that. One thing it did teach me, and I apply this every day, is to just listen now. listen.
Mm-hmm.
Before you're in a conversation with somebody and you guys are going back and forth,
Mm-hmm.
I was told, and I mean, it's crazy because my boxing coach told me this: when you shut your mouth, you tend to listen more.
Yeah.
Facts.
And
Old school saying.
you know what I mean? And
I've always done that. When I go into a room with people and I don't know, I sit there and
Mhm.
I act like I'm gonna act like I'm
you're
nobody.
the same way.
You know what I mean?
You're the very same way. You listen.
Yeah.
You listen with your eyes. I know that
I was
about
just,
you.
Yeah, you listen with your eyes and how does it go?
My grandfather used to say, "You got 2 ears and 1 mouth. You got 2 ears to listen more than you talk."
Nice.
So my grandfather used to tell me.
Nice.
See, I don't like this. I like to watch action.
That's him.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like if you're a big talker or whatever, I'm like,
Whatever.
Yeah, people who talk too
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
right off the
Yeah.
bat, I don't believe you. Like,
So-
you know, because you're
Yeah.
spitting too much,
Yeah.
meaning you're trying to prove something.
Exactly.
Whether like you know,
I just want an authentic person. Like,
100%.
I don't like
Right.
if you're beating your chest, cool. Like,
Yeah.
but all right, I'm just gonna watch over here and do.
Mhm.
I have no
Right.
competition. No, whatever. I'm very comfortable with my person, who I
Exactly.
am, and everything. But
Mhm.
it just goes. You know,
It's
what I mean?
actions speak louder than words, right?
100%. You know what I mean?
100%.
So
Facts.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing that taught me. Like, you know, just listen.
Yeah.
Just listen. Rather than being so combative, just listen. You know, and I think that has to do with me also being a dock worker for all these years. You know, I think
you've probably seen and deal with a lot of
Everything.
different personalities.
everything.
Right?
That's why I tell Kay, like, the type of people, like the type of guys. I mean, I work with. Oh, this is only temporary. I'll see you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this ain't nothing. We'll see. Because I'm big on that. Like, you know, I always get told, like, hey, how come you're not so approachable? Well, because I'll see if you're here come summer. If you're a real man. You know, if you're here in summer on the docks when it's 120 degrees in the trailers, just because you know my name don't mean I'm your fucking friend. Don't work that way.
My first job outside of working for my dad, I worked at Carl's Jr. 16, right? Because that's when you could start working at 16. So I got a job at
a
Carl's
work
Jr.
permit from school.
Yeah. But I had this boss, or my manager, right? And he was a lot like that. He was such a dick to me, dude. And I didn't understand why, right? And then I got called in for a double shift. So I had to work morning and whatever. I went home for an hour or 2 hours, and then I came back to work and closed up, right? And when I came back for that second shift, he's like, I didn't think you'd come back. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, I was being a dick to you because most people don't last. And I don't want to be friends with them. But then
100%.
that's what makes you not approachable. Because it's like, well, that guy's a fucking dick. Him and I ended up becoming super cool, dude. Like super good friends after that. But he wanted to see commitment and
Yeah.
see that, you know, before he invests his time into being a friend or being whatever, right?
That makes
So,
sense.
you know, I get that.
How long you been doing this music thing?
Oh man,
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to get into that.
I've been doing music my whole life, bro.
Yeah.
My whole life. That was like an outlet for me when I was a kid. Like as far as like the situation with my moms and my pops and all that, like music was always something that like kept me grounded. You know what I mean? And then my grandma, she always supported me, man. I did my first talent show when I was 12, and my grandma, she wrote my rhyme.
Oh,
What?
I wrote my
So you went
rhyme
out
for
there
me.
Clean
and
your
spit it?
room. We gonna get
Yeah.
this broom.
It was, man, I wish I could remember it, man. I wish I could remember it.
Do you
but
remember like going up on stage?
I remember
Like,
it, man.
yeah,
I remember
still?
at 12, man. My grandma wrote my first. I remember her staying up all night. She's like, go to bed.
She's like, I got this, homie. Go to sleep.
Woke up the next morning. She's trying to rehearse it with me.
Oh,
good.
Shout out to
That's
her.
shit.
Yeah,
That's great memory. right
She's
there.
like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, man. It was
Spit
good.
it.
Yeah, it was good times, man. But yeah, my whole life, bro, music is an outlet. It's more therapeutic for me.
Absolutely.
So it's more of like a love.
It's a love,
Like,
bro.
it's not just
Yeah.
not the accolades or the look.
Nah,
it's
nah.
Real.
It's
real.
It's real, bro. I don't even consider myself. If you listen to my music, bro, my music is you can tell it's like I'm talking about life experiences. I'm not talking about shooting nobody. I'm not talking about selling no drugs. I'm talking about things that, you know, the average person who, not the average person, but people who went through things that I went through, I'm their voice that can't speak. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Voice of
how I
the
look at it.
voiceless.
Exactly.
Dude, there's so much power in music, bro. Like,
So much, man.
I used to play too, but I mean, just listening to it, you know what I mean? Just like it's therapeutic. Like you said, on your way home, you know, you blast your radio, you
Man.
get lost in the song and your thoughts, you know, get it processed.
Exactly.
Dude, there's something so powerful to
I
music.
like For My Daughters. That's
What
a good
song
one.
would
For
you
My
say is your could we listen to?
The song that's getting the most traction right now is "Long Way Home."
Yeah, I think I heard that on your Instagram last night. You got a music video coming out?
Oh no, there's a video out for it.
Oh,
I have
there
a video for
Is it on YouTube or on your
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's where I shot the video out here in
That's what it
Lucerne.
looks like to me. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
No, not this. If you go to
Go back, Jorge?
if you go to Traveon, it should pop up at the bottom. Go to videos. Yeah, it's gonna be like the 4th video. There it go right there.
Yeah. So this is where you got shot at?
No,
Or
well, not
they're
me.
shooting
That's
around
where
you?
they're shooting around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right here,
Let's
bro.
go with that. Let's go with it.
Dope.
Appreciate it, man.
Good production.
I lost myself trying to find you. Instagram got your mind fucked up. Taboo, trying to find my way home, but it's all about you. I don't take care of one, I take care of two. Mental health awareness, man, go through it too. Smoking all these backwoods just so I can act good. Bearing all the stress on my plate to make you act hood. I'm trying to stay focused.
Who does your video stuff?
I got a boy, man, I met on Instagram. And then his boss ended up being like my family member. They got a company called, what's the name of their company? This is bad. I want to say it's called. I like it. What is the name of their company? Let me look. I don't want to do them like that.
Don't fumble.
No.
Pure quality.
Oh, People's Media.
Okay.
People's Media.
People's Media, man. Anthony Smith. They're some good dudes, man. They
And which one is this guy? Is he on this or not?
nah, that's my he's one of my producers. He came out here from Texas. We just cooking up this weekend. So he produced my song Supreme Hustle. But me and him got a lot of work coming. So as soon as we leave here, man, we're working all night tonight. So
Nice.
yeah.
Okay.
You have a little studio at home or something?
Yeah, man. I got a full studio.
Yeah?
Nice setup. You know, I spent a good little penny on. So
Yeah, good.
yeah, you got to invest in yourself,
100,
man. You
100.
got to, bro.
That was always
So,
my dream, dude. Like
A home
having
studio?
a studio in a house. Yeah, dude. I
Yeah.
built one in my room once, and yeah, it wasn't anything crazy, but
Yeah, it's for me. It's easier, like, because if I can be laying down and I can get that creative thought, and I can be like, let me go write that down and go lay that down right there, instead of calling my boy who has his studio and he's charging me $100, and then I got to pay him to mix it. I got to pay him to do this. So I was like, you know what? I can take all that money that I'm paying him, invest in myself, get my own studio equipment, and just do it like that. So that's what I did.
I've always said that you got to double down and bet on yourself.
Yeah,
100.
you got to, man.
You got to. If
man.
you really want to, go somewhere, you got to.
You got to, bro.
What's the goal with the music? And
Man, just to be able to pay my bills doing what I love, bro. I'm not,
are you performing live anytime?
I got shows coming up. I was supposed to do the show with Jake and them tonight, but it didn't go through. So he said the next event he's gonna let me do. And I got some shows coming up in December in LA. I got 2 shows in December in LA. So those will be my first 2 shows. One of my best friends, his name is N-Dub. He has a company called Nationwide Presents. So he throws events like all the time. So I'll be doing a lot of his events too. So,
Sick.
but right now, just focusing on the music. I'm gonna drop an album next year. I got songs out with Ghostface Killer, Rakim. I got videos with Snoop Dogg. Cause I was rapping before I had my daughter. So right before I had my daughter, I had like a little traction. Like if I would have kept going, I think something would have happened.
For sure.
But having a daughter, music wasn't paying no bills. I had to go get a job and man up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, everything happens for a reason. So I feel like now today I'm more, I can take criticism now. I can take somebody telling me like, oh, I don't like that without getting mad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. You know what I mean? I know my music isn't for everybody. When I was younger, I didn't have that mentality. So I feel like everything's timing. So I just feel like now is the perfect timing for me to really push this. And to be honest, man, it's doing good numbers, bro. Like, as far as like I'm just overwhelmed with the love that I'm getting, like, all the support, and I appreciate it from everybody that's been showing me love, because it's super overwhelming, man. You know what I mean? I got people giving me free shoes to do giveaways. I got people doing free videos for me just because they believe in the music. So
Potential.
yeah, so it's a beautiful thing, man.
Good,
and I'm thankful for it. You know, so
Sounds like a good season.
yeah, it is, man.
It's good.
Excited for the future.
I'm super excited,
Yeah.
man. And like even this, like I told him, I'm thankful for this, man. Like, like he was telling me, he's like, I'm thankful for you. I'm like, I'm thankful for this, because You know, I had, like he said, I get a lot of stigma in this high desert from people. Like Jake could tell you, me and Jake had ups and downs, bro. You know what I mean? Ups and downs. You know, now we tight. You know what I'm saying? But it takes that sometimes going through ups and downs with people because y'all so much alike anyway. Like me and Jake are alike in a lot of ways, but the high desert, you know, didn't really show me a lot of love. You know what I mean? People always had a perception of me like, oh, he's mean or all this or all that. Because when I was going to the gym, I'm not gonna lie, like I was that gym dude that was in there like, dude, what the fuck you looking at? Like I'd be working out, but
he was on gear. Give him a break.
Yeah.
He
He was
super,
people.
super geared up.
but I lost so much money because people were admiring my physique, not looking at me as in a way of, oh man, what's up? And my old mentality, I'm thinking that dudes are looking at me in this type of way, challenging. But exactly. But in reality, they're just like, damn, he looks good, bro. Like, you know, he got abs and whoop this, and they be wanting to come talk to me, and I wasn't approachable. When I got off and I started coming back to the gym, everybody were like, dude, you're like a totally different person, bro. You changed, bro. What happened to you, bro? You're like
on trend.
Just like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, now, testing everything was cool, but that trend, man, that shit made me feel like I was invincible.
You just want to fight and fuck.
That's it, bro.
That's it. Those are the two things, the side effects of that.
You look in the mirror like, who the fuck is this? Oh, that's me.
Driving in the car all mad and shit. Hurry up. Slow down. Mad for no reason, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me, man? Like,
you can't get enough food in your system.
Like
never, bro.
You telling us about how people come up to us and talk to us about ROIL Talk, right?
Yeah.
But I noticed like you and both your stories. So I'm like, fuck, this guy wants to fight. You both like I said that, like, you know what I mean, and like, so is that your guys' front being like, this guy wants to fight? But really, it's a ROIL Talk fan. You know what I mean?
That's what I was telling Trey. It's something you got to get used to.
Yeah.
You got to get used to, especially like I said with you guys have never really been on the whole camera thing. It took you guys to get ready to get out of it, especially Adam. Like Adam said, his life has always been behind closed doors with everything he's done, and the fact that you put yourself out there, you're stepping into stepping into an area to where people want to approach you, people want to tell you, like it definitely like how you say how I know all three of us can definitely speak on this to where like the love you're getting, like we all feel that from people. Like he says, you guys fucking ruin my day when you don't hit my episode, or you guys release an episode, or hey, you guys are fucking with my leg day.
I knew who you guys were before you guys knew who I was from this.
Yeah.
I seen you guys all over social media, bro.
I seen you a while back when there was some shit about Jake. Some racist shit came up. And like you got brought into it. You're like, he's never been. Yeah. Like you spoke up on like you're like, I've never.
Yeah, he's not. Like people who say that, like
that's when you got on my radar. I seen who
like
you were,
like one thing I'm gonna say about Jake, and I'm gonna put this on the air, bro. Like and this is like, I don't know if he's like that with me, but I get nothing racist about him at all, bro.
I've never,
like
not at all.
He's on his politics shit. You know what I'm saying?
He's racist as fuck with his politics.
But but that's it. But far as
purple person
he
or
looked
color,
out so much for me, bro. He gave my football team, bro. Like he gave us the whole summer, bro. He said, Trey, you can bring any, and I don't care how many players you bring up here.
Good shit.
You know what I mean? He said you guys have from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock to do whatever training you want. You know what I mean? Bro, I went to multiple gyms out here asking people like, hey, can you guys? No. Man, it's liability.
He just opened the doors.
Open the doors.
He's all about the youth for sure.
No paperwork.
Community, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
About community.
He's
you
about
know what I'm saying? So
well, it's one thing I learned with him is because he shows us tremendous love. Like that's one thing I will put in the air. Like, and he's always consistent. Like you know who you're dealing with. Jake. He's not, no matter what he's doing, like he'll stop and give my lady a hug, give my kids love. Like every time I see him, like it's, you know what I mean, it goes a long way. But when you go to support him, he really, ever since we supported him, with like just came and showed up and did a little talk, he's been nothing but like love. Whatever fucking we can do. Hey man, I got this over here. Come pick up this sign. Like, hey man, I just talked to him recently about some shit that was going on with work. Yeah, and like he, you know what I mean. But we had like 2 or 3 phone calls, and like he's just a normal fucking dude that just wants to get shit done.
Yeah,
and.
No, if you don't know him, then you're going to be like,
you watch what you see, what you watch.
Exactly.
Social media.
Yeah, but like once you get to know him, I'm like, hey man, that dude's legit.
He is.
Like you could fuck off if you think he's your buddy Jake. I'm like, yeah, he is my buddy.
Yeah.
Like I have a family member that like made a comment about him, and it's a female, and I'm like, do you know him? She's like, no, but I know somebody that knows him and this and that, and I'm like,
right.
Let's not even
end the conversation.
Yeah, let's not even fucking go there. And then like recently, she's like, your buddy Jake's here, like at the wedding, and I'm like, yeah, like She's like,
I invited him.
She's all, be careful with him. And I'm like, there's not like we're not trying to like.
Yeah.
It's not a give take trying to get something from each other. It's just it's a relationship. Hey
Yeah.
man, what's up? All right, cool. Like sometimes I'll see him in the gym. I don't know about you guys, but
Same.
he's busy. I don't even talk to him. Or
Yeah.
he'll be doing
Randall.
some shit. I go give him nucks, and that's it.
That's
like,
how me and him are all the time. What's up, Trey? Like he'll see me. What's up, Trey? How you doing? What's up, Trey? How you doing?
Yeah.
Boom,
Or
and that's
and
it.
sometimes if he's busy on camera, or whatever, I just keep trolling. Like I'm
Mhm.
not gonna, you know what I mean? And
Let him do his
so
work. Let him do his
Exactly.
yeah, it's just that's one thing about Jake. I gotta say, even Mark.
Yeah, I like Mark too.
work. Yeah.
Mark's a good fucking
it's Mark-
cool,
yeah,
good time.
Mark- yeah,
like you
Mark
get to
cool
know
too.
them, and they're like TGs are home
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Well,
sure.
a lot of people after they heard the whole, like, same. I have friends who are females, like, well, I've heard things, blah blah blah. But after they saw him on this podcast, they
Yeah.
saw him in a whole different light after, because Jake came on ready to fire on all cylinders. Was that the government? We're like, Adam's on edibles. He's high. I'm high. We're like, hey man, let's just talk.
We're going to space right now.
Yeah,
You're
we're
gonna
going to space.
slow it down. a
All
little
that
bit.
political shit. And after that, people saw him in a whole new light.
Yeah.
They saw him like laughing and
Yeah, I got
telling
approached by a
jokes
couple
and-
people, even in the gym. They're like, I had no idea he was like, that's who he
Yeah.
is. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, dude, he's like,
he's a good time.
Yeah.
He's come on
With us-
twice with
yeah,
us.
the
You know
You
second
gotta
one
talk
was-
to him.
the second one was better. I feel like just more.
He said
him.
he's ready for a 3.
Oh, is he?
I want to bring him and Mark on together.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That'd be great.
I never knew. I always thought Jake was just the owner. I never
No,
knew
yeah,
until
it's-
somebody told me the other, like probably 2 weeks ago. They're like, no, it's Mark and Jake. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Mark's behind the scenes.
Mark-
Jake's
Jake's
the
the
front
face.
man.
Jake's the
Yeah.
face. And Mark's
Yeah.
the behind
If
the
I ever get a
scenes.
Yeah.
DM from the TG, I'm like, oh, there's
Mark.
Mark.
Yeah. It's always some conspiracy. I haven't got one in a while. It's like some
I'm like,
conspiracy
there's Mark.
shit or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, you're alive, huh?
Yeah, it's a TG logo. Thoughts. And I'm like, oh, there he is.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't even
Well, Mark.
I don't even need to ask who this is. What are you doing there, sir?
Yeah, like, or also like he'll comment on something or haha. I'm like, oh, that's Mark. He
Yeah.
operates in the shadows. He always gives me love when I see him. But yeah, but Jake, like one thing I recognize with him, man, just he's so fucking, like Joe said, he's so community based.
Yeah,
you
he
know
is.
what I mean? And-
Yeah.
But that's super cool for him to offer the gym for like the
100%,
sports.
man.
Yeah.
Football, dude, that's you
Yeah.
can't replace that. Like
Yeah.
we've had to try to have other gym people come on. We're not gonna say no names, but the
Yeah.
flakiest, oddest,
Yeah, and
like-
none of them they'll say yes and cancel on us. And
Twice,
Jake's
three
the only
times,
one who
like-
follows through.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, like you know
man.
what I mean. There's nothing.
100%,
So
yeah.
we
even
kind
like
of lost our, at that point, we're like, it is what it is. at
one
this
time,
point.
shame on
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
Whatever,
times shame on you.
in the
yeah,
end.
you know what I mean. But
Well-
it's just we see like I guess I'm getting at is you get to see people for what they really are.
Nah, facts though.
And it's just it is what it is. Like
Facts, yeah.
you know what I mean. And we're transparent, so we're entitled to have our opinion and
Facts.
speak it.
Facts.
That's
I
how I
agree.
feel.
Yeah,
agree.
facts.
Because you can come on and not agree with us, but we're not here to argue with
Yeah.
you. But let's talk
We're
about
here,
it.
we're here to
Yeah.
listen. We're here to listen, have a conversation, and like when you told me the other day, you're like, you're grateful for coming on, man. Me, when I told you, I'm grateful for what you do for those
Yeah.
youngsters, because like one of your posts, you're making them a simple meal because,
Yeah.
like you said, a lot of these kids they don't get to eat.
Nah, man.
They get their food from lunch
Yeah.
at work or at school. They
That's
get their
all they get.
breakfast, they get their
Yeah.
lunch, and they go home. And not every kid can have a warm meal in their stomach when they go to bed. So
Yeah.
like what you do, man, I appreciate that.
Thank you,
I
man.
appreciate that,
Thank
you
you,
know,
man.
because like I
Thank
said, there's kids like my son. He did football from Pee Wee all the way up, and you see these kids that show up and they got run down shoes and their cleats.
They're
and-
usually
and-
uber talented too.
yeah,
Yeah,
Like, they got
super
skills.
Super talented,
Yeah, you just need
man.
a little help, and
Yeah.
yeah, that is true, man. Back in school, you'd see those dudes that are just
Yeah.
raggedy, like not bad, but they just have a raggedy
That's all they
lifestyle.
got.
That's all they got.
That's all
you
they
know
got,
what I mean?
man.
And
Yeah. So that's why I came up with the idea. Like, shout out Miss Parcell, the principal at Atlanta High School.
Shout out Miss Parcell.
Yeah, shout out Miss Parcell, man. She took a big liking into, I'm a nutritionist as well, so she took a big liking into what I was trying to present. I had to do a presentation. It was like my first time ever doing a presentation in front of the principals and all the
Board
athletic
and all that.
directors.
Yeah.
I was scared, man. So I called her. She's like, "Don't worry about it. Just come in there and be yourself." And blah blah blah. And it went through for me, man. And I was going to practice, and I was seeing a lot of boys getting cramps, a lot of boys headaches. I'm like, "Bro, you eating?" "Oh, coach, I had a bag of chips today. That was it."
Like, bro, come here,
Like,
boy.
what's going on, man? Like, So every Wednesday, we cook for the boys. We try to do something for them. You know what I mean?
And is this all year or just during the season, or how's it
just during the season.
because football goes into more? There's a lot of like a lot of time.
So for us, we do it during the season. We feel like that's the most vital time, like the most time that they're going to need this nutrients. You know what I mean? Our games are on Friday, so we try to give it to them on Wednesday, and then Friday they get meals right before the game too. We feed them probably like
Good
2-3 hours
shit.
before the game. We feed them, you know,
Carved
what I mean?
up, left,
Carved
everything's
up,
good
yeah,
up.
spaghetti, pastas, stuff like
So
that.
do you notice like the bonding or the like the interaction outside of the football, but just bringing the what is it, camaraderie? Like
Oh yeah,
doing like,
yeah,
you know what I
man.
mean?
One thing I can say, dude, like at Atlanta football, man, we had a rough season last year. We had a rough season this year. We got one more game. We played Victor yesterday, man. Victor, it was 54-0, man. But I gotta shout out Coach Nate Stokes, man. He's doing a wonderful job with these boys, man. 'Cause like I said, it's bigger than football. So when we first got to Atlanta, it was wild. They didn't have no structure. They didn't have nothing. It was wild, bro. You know what I mean? Nate came, brought structure to these boys, man. These boys were so emotional. They were slamming helmets. And this year we got a whole new group of boys with good attitudes. The schools are even saying, like, hey, these boys are walking around here doing better. The grades are going up. So, like I told Coach Nate, that's what it's about, bro. It's about that right there. You know what I mean? The games and the wins will come. This is only our second season, you know? So we're still building the bonds with the boys. The boys have to put trust in us.
Confidence.
You know what I
It's
mean?
coming,
So now
yeah.
they're seeing it. Our freshman team is they're good, bro. So I
that
think
means in
these
a couple years they're gonna
They're
be
coming.
crushing,
bro,
or a year or two.
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. And then we got other coaches out here that, you know, they see it. They're like, man, you know, you guys are on the radar, man. You guys are on the come up, you know. But for me, it's about building them young men, bro. You know, because that's what helped me. I didn't have no dad. It was my coaches, man. Like you said, your boxing coach. It was all my coaches that, hey, Trey, man, tighten up. Hey, Trey, man. And those are the ones I listen to. I'm like, I'm listening to my coach. That's my coach. You know what I mean? Like I always valued my coach higher than my teachers, higher than my aunties and my uncles. Like I didn't listen to them. I'm like, yeah, whatever, shut the fuck up. I ain't hearing that shit. But when my coach talked, basketball, football, whatever it was, I'm, yes, sir. Like, yeah. You know, it was different, you know. So that's why I do what I do, and I hope my boys, you know, shit, I know they listen, because, you know, I'm one of those cool coaches, so they mess with me, you know what I mean? They can relate to, you know, my lifestyle and, you know, the way I grew up and where I am today, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely like when right now I can speak for myself when I'm, you know, shout out Timmy boy. I'm training one of these guys. He's 19.
Okay.
Me and his uncle are good friends. You know, we're good friends. We know a lot of the same crew, same people. And he asked me. He goes, "Hey, what's up with Big Jake? You think he'll teach me?" And you know, Dom sat down with him, and Dom was like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't waste this fucking time, because time is money to him.
Facts.
Don't waste this time." And he goes, "And if you're coming, you come correct."
Yeah.
So I sat down with him. He approached me, and I talked to him, and I said, "Look, man, you ever fought before?" And he goes, "Well, me." I go, "Nah, I'm not talking bullshit cameras in the backyard with gloves. I'm talking about in a controlled environment in a ring."
Yeah.
You know, and he's like, "Well, I played football and this and that." I said, "Okay, football player, we're gonna see what you got." And you know, and his uncle gave me the whole background with him. You know, he's gone through it with his life growing up, things and that, and he's always needed that structure. So when I started teaching him, and I told him, like, I want you to, what I say to you, I'm trying to build you, like you said, I'm trying to build you as a young man.
Exactly.
Because what you learn in boxing, you can apply it in life, whether it's patience or just learning to overcome struggle. It applies. You can apply it into life too. So here we are working out, he was starting to like, he thought, you know, he's like, I think I want to go to Detour. I want to spar in front of Detour. And he's like building it up, and he's like, "Coach, blah, 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 this and that." And I said, "I'm just quiet." I'm like, "Okay, show me what you got in the gym, and we'll see what's up." So finally, he's like, "Detour, I'm getting ready for Detour." And I said, "Tim, you fight, I do the rest. You understand me?" And he was like, "Yes, sir, coach." I said, "You don't need to be reaching out to people.
Yeah.
I'll take care of that."
Yeah.
I said, "Why? Because I'm going to break it down for you. I put you in that ring in front of thousands of people, and let's just say you've only been doing this a couple months with me, but there's a pit bull out there who's been doing it for the past 6 years, and then you go in that ring with him, you know what he's going to do to you? He's going to embarrass you in front of all those thousands of people. Now that's going to fuck you up mentally, because that's going to be your first sparring experience in front of all these people, and you got clowned."
That's true.
And I go, "And it's going to embarrass you. So not only as a trainer am I supposed to guide you and build you, I'm also to protect you."
Facts.
You know,
Facts.
you have to understand that. So
Facts.
like he was like, "Yes, sir, coach. I understand now." So I mean, we transitioned. I said, "Now you're going to spar with me." And he like looked at me like, "What?" And I said, "Look, I'm going to take it easy on you, but we're going to spar, because I'm going to show you what it's like." So we got in the ring. He's like, "You don't need your headgear." I'm like, "I don't need it. You ain't gonna touch me." So we get in the ring. And I told him, "Come at me." And so he's coming at me. He's looking good. His movement was looking good. And I was telling him, "You're looking good, baby." As we're sparring, you're looking good. And I said the game plan was I'm gonna let him feel himself 1 and 2, and then come 3, I'm going to work because that's how this works. So he came out there 2 on his toes, pop, pop, pop. I'm like, we're looking good, looking good. We're sparring. He's tagging me. He's breathing. He's moving. He's pivoting his body. And then come 3rd round, he was right here, tough and puff, drinking his water. Ding! I rushed him, and he panicked. He didn't know what to do. And I was going to work now. I was hitting his elbows, hitting his arms. He's swinging for air. I'm stepping back. I'm tagging him, and I'm like, And I'm playing with him now. I'm tapping his stomach. I can see him breathing. I go, "Don't show me that. Don't show me that. You're showing me you're breathing. You're showing me you're tired. You're tired." And I started working him in the corner. And then we stopped, backed up, and I go, we sat down. He took off his headgear, and he's like sweating, huffing and puffing. I said, "You did great, but I want you to understand. Do you see now?" And he's like, "Yes, sir. I see now." I said, "Okay." So and it's good to see that, like you said, when you see that the maturity change.
Exactly.
It's a cool thing to see. You know, it's a lesson. And even my girl, she told me, she's like, "Babe, he respects you." And I said, "Why?" She goes, "Because everything you say, he says, 'Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, coach.'" And like, she's all, for me, seeing him when he walked in here, totally different change. Because like I said, I'll like a Steve, shout out Steve from Gifted. Steve's coming with me now, and I've been working Steve's older. Steve's how old Steve? Like in his 40s, mid 40s, or
somewhere early 40s.
Yeah, and I was in there with Steve. We're working the pads, and he looked good, and I go, "Man." And he told me, he goes, what drew me to you was your passion for it. Yeah. Like, I could see you love it and this and that. So, and I told him, I said, Steve,
you had me surprised, man. I seen you in there. I was like, "Yeah, he got hands." I was like, "Damn, I thought he just worked out." I was like, "Shit, he got hands."
Yeah.
I remember the first time seeing him. It was like
hands.
a video. I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah,
I was like, "That's Jake."
I was like, "Moving, you
"Damn."
move, bro."
Yeah.
And then
I had to walk away at a young age.
I don't know if that was your son. Is that your son?
I was doing my son at the time. I was training this one guy, Jason, for his MMA fight, helping him out with his boxing. Relax, chooch. You know what I'm talking about. And then I got this other guy, Tim, right now, building him up right now.
I swear that guy like disappeared, fell off the earth.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jake stepped in, remember? And Jake fucking said something to him, and
that dude deleted all his comments afterwards.
All his comments because what this kid approached me, and Joe and Adam would see them in the mornings.
We all built like a relationship with the guy, and he just got out of prison. He was kind of radical, like institutionalized, and we seen him change or whatever. Then he wanted to fight. He had like some experience, so then he got in touch with Jake for he was training at a place. He just wanted some more, right?
About boxing knowledge.
Some boxing knowledge. So he hit up Jake.
Yeah. And then I told him, I go, I sat down with him. I said what I expected. And I go, "Look, I'm not trying to step on toes because I know what it's like to be in a team environment when it comes to fighting." He goes, "No, man." I go, "Okay, look, I want you at this." And I didn't charge him. I just trained him on my own time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I work a hard-ass job. So
Yeah.
rest and relaxation is a big deal to me, along with, of course, we got ROIL Talk and along my other side hustles. But like, my time is my time. You know what I mean? And I was giving it to him willingly, and he looked great. I mean, working the pads with him, building him up to that. And long story short, he ended up winning his fight. But man, we did an episode when I was talking about it. Adam, they asked me like, what was it like being a fighter transitioning to coach? Like,
Because we could all see his passion.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell he has passion for coach. Like, he's good at it.
Yeah,
That's
for
what
sure.
we're like trying to open his eyes about.
Yeah.
So we ended up, and that, well, long story short, on social media, old boy's actual MMA team, started getting rowdy and this and that. I was talking about, you trained him. I go, I never said that. I said, I worked with him on his boxing, sir. And I commented him, and I said, "Hey, man, the way you're conducting yourself speaks volumes about your business."
Yeah.
The way you're conducting yourself. And, it's just, it was egos.
It was all about me.
It was me.
He called me like, "Hey, man, I can't believe you guys are putting." I'm like, "Hold on, let me hear your story." I'm like, it's not about it. It's about Jake transitioning from fighter to coach, and it's his perspective. Yeah. Well, you guys didn't mention nothing about his regular gym, and we spend time with him. We train him. I buy all his gear and his equipment. And I'm like, okay, bro, nobody's taking
to make your own fucking video.
Yeah. Nobody's taking this away from you. But I'll talk to the boys. You know what I mean? So I'm glad we left it up, or whatever. But yeah, he wanted to get in a spitting match with Jake over comments, and then TG Jake stepped in.
Yeah,
I was like, hey, bro, I think you're wrong here. Like, it's not about like this and that perspective. What do you say? The mind.
I go, "Hey, man, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about him.
Yeah.
He's the fighter.
Yeah.
He's the one that steps in through this ain't a fucking team sport. This
Yeah.
ain't basketball.
Yeah, facts.
This ain't fucking football. This ain't
Facts.
baseball. When this sport has no retirement.
Facts.
This sport has no insurance. So when you get through those ropes, it's on the fighter. It's not on the coach. You're not the one taking those shots, G. He's the one taking shots to his liver. He's the one taking shots to his brain. He's the one that's putting through that. So it's about him. It ain't about you.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And anyways, Jake stepped in and Jake was like, Jake humbled the guy. It was wild. Jake just stepped in and next thing you know, deleted his comments, deleted his Instagram.
Dang.
But like you deal with that, you know. And I was like, man, this is ridiculous. Like, cause I even said too, hey man, I didn't go recruit your guy.
Yeah.
I didn't go into your gym and say, hey, this kid approached me on his
Came to
free
you.
will, and I didn't even charge the kid. I did it out of my own wanting to help him out. And I go, and the way you're conducting yourself speaks volumes.
Yeah.
Speaks volumes.
There's something also very I don't know what the word is, but like to teach younger people and then to see them use it. You know what I mean? Like you said, and you know the football guys, and you know they look at you. Remember, like you did it a lot with the younger guys when you were your other business beforehand.
Oh yeah, I got. It
You know,
was
you'd always like take them under your wing, right? Like we always have those people.
I had a lot of problems with what we talked about is because like I'd want you to perform and work. Like so, hey, Adam's a dick. This that. I'm like, dude, let's work. Let's show me you can do this and like you're about it because I went through the trenches.
Yeah.
Grinding my way through. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
I'm under fire.
I don't have no sympathy for you like this or that. Like let's work. And then
I had a talk with Jorge the other day at work, and I'm trying to like coach him a little bit to like figure out. I don't think anyone should work till the day they die. You know what I mean? Like be in a 9-to-5 position, right? You need.
So this is like a mindset approach.
Yeah, it's like my goal for everyone, including myself, right, is to be financially independent, right? And we're obviously living in a world where it's really tough, right? So you have to think outside the box, other things to invest in, right, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I used you as an example, right? And I said to him, I was like, dude, you know how smart Adam was? I was like, this guy, dude, he went and got a job working for someone, saved up his money, right? He didn't save up millions of dollars, dude. It was, I don't even know how much it was, right? But he saved up, some thousands of dollars. And he saw his perfect opportunity to invest with the owner of that was doing this business, right? And that's how he got in. And then he ended up owning all these businesses with this dude, right? And I was like, but Adam had to save that initial investment. And that's, remember my clip about saving 10% when I was on Gifted, right? Like having that investment, right? Just, he didn't know what he was going to put it into, but he like just saw the opportunity, right? And my point being was like helping these younger dudes with that kind of mindset of like, dude, like you need to think for yourself and invest in yourself and, like spend money to like, you can't just expect your job, right? Because a lot of people will work a job and they'll expect, I might move up or whatever, but it's a lost cause because you're making someone else money. You're not making yourself money, right?
Yeah,
you're just getting paid just enough to do your job, So the owner of that company,
they'll keep you right there forever,
right?
So
you have to do something
just
for yourself.
The carrot, get a little bite,
right?
Get a little bite.
You know how you said like this generation of men, of the youngsters, emotional, But I feel like when we were growing up, like I said, I always say, my dad didn't raise me. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone and Carl Weathers, like those guys, like watching up, seeing those guys in the
Van
movie.
Damme and Steven Seagal,
like just seeing them, like man, that's a man's man right there. Looking at Arnold, like when you go back and you watch like Pumping Iron,
got that no more.
God, bro,
got that no more.
You see him and how his chest was
just like
out.
that one you post like our superheroes and today's superhero, Robert Downey Jr. and
it's crazy, bro.
Even my son loves Iron Man. I'm like that little soft ass motherfucking Iron Man. Like, he's just a suit. You know what I mean? Like,
but like growing up, we had those type of movies. You know what I mean? Like, and then our music we listened to. We had fucking Pac, we had Big, we had fucking NWA, West Side Connection, Ice-T. Like, and whether it's in music, we had Metallica, we had Ozzy Osbourne. We have a different sports. We had fucking Kobe. We had like just such examples of killers.
Have
Bo Jackson.
Have you been? He's one of one.
Bo
have
Jackson.
You been seeing how they've been breaking down like Michael and Kobe are?
Oh,
you know who they are, but how they're like breaking down the LeBron thing lately.
No.
Like
I've seen a couple.
Like he's not getting no love no more. Like they're all broke it down. Like, hey man, like we competed against the league's best and won. You are competing or running from or trying to like, you know what I mean? Like you're running to teams with people and then trying to compete. Like we are competing against the best, no matter where they come from. Like we stay here and compete.
Exactly.
And like a lot of it's making more sense now where they're like LeBron's a puppet. Like even like the older generation NBA guys and stuff, they're like he's good, like great numbers, but he's not that guy.
I
No,
saw
he's
this
not.
video of kids who would run
I don't
up to
think he's not that
LeBron
guy neither.
to like get a hug or a picture, and he would and LeBron would always be like, no, like
Back
wait
up.
over there,
Back
yeah.
up,
But
yeah.
like Shaq, I think it was Shaq.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, hug.
dude,
Hugging
Shaq
him.
will be like, don't touch the kid, let him come over here. You know what I mean? Like he'd always like.
I like the
welcome
one where
him,
he's
you know?
like watching the basketball game and the little kid, he's like, come over here and give me a hug.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't get up or nothing, but the kid comes and he just gives him a hug and gives him
Yeah.
some love and carry on. But like,
yeah.
Shaq is dope.
Shaq's
Yeah.
fucking.
But
he's-
LeBron always
bro.
pushes him away. Like he even did one face where a security guard answered him away, and he's like, I'm not
did
talking
you
to
hear?
you. It's like, what the
did
fuck's
you hear
your
what
problem, dude?
he tried to do the Lakers owner? Have you guys heard about this?
No.
This is like a big thing like that's sabotaging him right now. So he wanted to negotiate his contract that he'd be the next head coach.
LeBron?
Yeah, for the Lakers because he has so much experience and this and that, and that they need to sign his next son.
Oh, Bryce.
Yeah, like
Chavez.
he's like doing all these stipulations for this stuff, and I guess the owner's like, no, you're done. Like we'll get rid of you right now.
Well, it's the new owner. He's different, man.
Yeah, like,
it's just crazy. Like I said, growing up with Kobe,
They have a new owner? I didn't know that.
He's a,
know
but
that.
yeah, he's
bought it
like
from the buses.
LeBron,
The buses bought- yeah.
LeBron tried to put all these stipulations on, like this
He
is
ain't
the
playing
reason
that.
I'll stay.
Yeah.
He's like,
He
you
ain't
could
playing
go. You could go.
He's about winning. He's about old school winning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you, like I said, we grew up watching Kobe, like that
Yeah.
mindset and just the killers. When you watch Jordan, like you had to
Different,
have
man.
been.
What about like when he
You know
broke
what I
his
mean?
finger and just fucking pulled on and kept playing? Like,
Remember when Brett Favre did it? Against you know, like, goddamn.
Remember when Ronnie Lott, they said his finger, I guess he like cut it off or something? Or
Yeah,
or
Ronnie
something.
Lott. Yeah, the safety for the 49ers. Yeah, he
something
just-
with his finger. he
old
had to
school.
Break it
Yeah.
in.
Just that old school
Some crazy
style
shit,
of-
bro. Yeah.
It's not like the soccer players where they barely get touched and fall to
oh, that's the best. Like they get like
Them motherfuckers
Yeah.
can go though, bro. They
Yeah.
running. You know what I mean?
Dude, I know, dude. I can never run that much.
the only time I watch soccer is during the FIFA shit. Whenever the
Yeah.
like FIFA World thing, it's like
Yeah.
cool, but
But
I
like
don't know.
you know, like we had Tyson growing up. Like we had just killers,
We did,
just
man.
killers.
We
You know,
did.
and like Tyson said, greatness doesn't define you when you have. I remember he was talking towards Floyd, and he said when you have to have people protect you from people.
Yeah.
Where you see Ali and Tyson, they're walking around
themselves.
embraced by the crowd and
Exactly.
the love, and
Facts.
you know, and I just think that Kobe said it too, where at some point you got to inspire the new generation. You know, to act.
Can I ask you a
certain
boxing
way.
question?
Yeah.
Is Rocky real?
No, no.
I'm like it can be.
Yeah.
Who do you think is better, Floyd or Terrence Crawford?
Terrence is.
Terrence Crawford.
Okay.
Terrence Crawford to
He
me,
ain't never,
I've been
he ain't never ran from no fight.
Never.
Either.
Never. Yeah.
That's a huge one for
never.
me.
Yeah.
And Terrence Crawford is, I will take 42-0 all day, 3-time undisputed, never been done in the history of a century sport, never been done, than a man who's 50-0, who got his 48th win over an MMA fighter with 0 wins, who's fought a bunch of tomato cans. See, there's the illusion
Yeah.
of greatness. Just because you make a shit ton of money don't mean you're great.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
It's what you do to test yourself.
That's true.
So Floyd was never undisputed. Believe it or not, fact check
lost.
me all you want.
He lost.
He never was undisputed. He beat an old Oscar De La Hoya
Yeah.
by split decision. There's elements in there. Fuck yeah, Ricky Hatton was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he was.
But to sit there and say he's the greatest of all time, no, huh, we're far from that.
Yeah.
I love him. I give him respect. He's a defensive master. Pernell Whitaker was beautiful at defense
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, he was
But greatness, like dude, when you watch Crawford, that's like watching a Jordan. That's
Yeah.
like you just see
That's
it in
how
his
I feel.
eyes.
I feel the same way.
You just see it in his eyes.
Like that's why I was asking because I seen both of them and just Crawford is different. Man.
He's different.
Like,
He's different. He's different.
Bro.
He's
like
dude, I made so much money that night. You have no idea. Like I said, I
Super.
work with a lot of paisas, bro, and them
They're
motherfuckers
proud.
see that bird and that red and that green, and they're like 100. And I'm like, come on, put your money where your mouth is.
Next,
You know?
next.
Yeah, next. Did you see that video?
Yeah,
Oh wait,
I seen it.
Yeah,
He was
that was
cashing-
beautiful. Yeah,
He was cashing out.
This one cat's at his construction site, and he's like, "Where's all you motherfuckers that owe me money?" And all the bisons are walking up giving him money. He's like,
Like
"Come on."
$1,000 too.
Yeah.
Like $1,000.
Yeah, he's just a dude. Like when you see that type of guy, like John Jones,
Yeah.
that's fucking greatness right
Yeah.
there. He's a wild boy, but that's fucking greatness. Like
Yeah.
there's just certain, like Jordan, greatness.
Yeah.
Jack Nicholson, Tiger Woods, that's
Yeah.
greatness.
That's
you
true,
know,
though.
like
You know, all the great ones are a little bit wild.
Yeah.
The only one that
Oh,
was
yeah.
well, even Kobe got some shit.
Yeah,
Kobe
dude,
was
me
wild.
too.
Kobe was
Kobe
wild.
too.
I've always said, dude, the greatest musicians are all a little fucking weird. Like,
Ozzy
if
Osbourne.
you can't hang out with
Hey,
them
have you
because they
guys-
don't.
Seen that movie on Netflix about is it Led Zeppelin or no?
Oh,
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue, yeah.
You see what they have Osborne do at the pool?
Yes.
Have you guys seen
see
it?
it.
You ever seen
Nah.
the
These fucking-
what's
these
it called?
fools are-
the dirt.
The dirt. These fools are pissing
and he's fucking
And
snorting.
he gets down there and starts licking it and Zamboni in the piss.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He's
Yeah,
all
dude,
coked
it's
out.
fucking
Give
crazy.
Uncle Ozzy a bump. That's what he said. Give Uncle Ozzy a bump. He just got done performing, and they're sitting out there. He's all hung over with his shades
They're
on.
all out there like at a pool
Yeah.
at a hotel, like, and everybody's kicking it. And
Everyone's on
these fools are
drugs.
getting
Everyone's
wild.
crazy. You know,
Dude,
Ozzy Osbourne's the greatest rock star of all time. I've said it my entire life. And he's right there, and he's like, nobody has a bump for Uncle Ozzy. And they're like, no.
Doesn't he come walking out butt naked? or
Yeah,
something?
he's butt ass naked,
That's
dude.
crazy.
He's all dude, and they're pissing on the floor because they're doing coke. And he's like, "You think that's rock and roll?" And he fucking snorts up the piss, and then there's a trail of fire ants, and he snorts up the fire ants.
That's crazy.
Like-
on this movie, and I'm like,
Wow.
and I didn't know who it
Crazy.
was until I started talking. I'm like, this is Ozzy Osbourne in the
Yeah,
movie. Like,
That's crazy.
there's just individuals out there, man, who are just on a uncommon amongst uncommon people.
Yeah.
That's
You
real
know,
though.
like
Yeah.
Kobe was one of them. Kobe
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
Kobe was great.
wild.
so what's
Kobe
your
was great.
what's your sport?
Basketball.
Basketball's your shit.
Basketball is my sport, man.
So who's your favorite player?
Allen Iverson.
AI.
He was a fucking wild boy
The
too.
truth.
To change my life, man. He gave me like I wanted to be like him so much, so I was just locked in with basketball.
Definitely
Basketball is
culture
my
change.
first love. Yeah.
Culture. He
Yeah,
changed the culture.
culture.
for
He
sure.
was a killer too out there.
Killer,
normal
man.
size too.
Killer, man.
Little dude,
Five-
just
5'11", 5'11", 6
schooling
foot.
it. Yeah, he had
man.
he had a lot of skill.
And
I
Jordan, I think it goes Jordan, Kobe, and then I might put I say Jordan, Kobe. People forget about Grant Hill.
Grant Hill was hard.
Grant Hill was
Grant
nice, man.
Duke.
If Grant Hill wouldn't have got injured, because they were calling him the next Jordan. But there's nobody like Jordan, bro. Nobody like Jordan or Kobe.
No, Kobe's
At
the
all.
closest one
Yeah.
to get to it.
Yeah, Kobe and Jordan are, like you said, they're just different, bro. Like, they're just killers, man. They just got that, you know what I mean, that killer instinct in them, man. And I done heard, basketball players say, they call Jordan, I guess, the Black Jesus.
Yeah.
They say when Jordan walks into rooms, it's like not for real, bro.
Larry
Like,
Bird said that.
yeah.
Larry Bird said Michael Jordan was God disguised as Michael Jordan.
Was
Yeah.
Jordan crazy though? He seemed like a real
He-
down to
he's a-
earth.
he's a
I'll tell you
gambler.
something. He'll
Yeah,
drop
that's what I
60
was-
on you,
yeah.
He'll
He's a
go drop
gambler.
60 on you, and then he'll smoke a cigar and go fucking
drink.
gamble and drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets down.
Party?
He's a rock star.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
The only one that wasn't so much in limelight was Kobe. Like
Yeah,
he more
he
had
was
the
very
family.
more
and
family.
He had some shit going on earlier, and I think he learned all right, I got to tighten up. I got a real close call.
Yeah.
Let me tighten my shit up. But
He almost got buried.
yeah.
Yeah.
So and then he had a good woman that stuck with him, and so it
Mhm.
changed. You know what I mean? But all the greats, look at McGregor. He's a
Yeah.
great. Look at
100%.
fucking John Jones getting pulled over, cocaine, beating women.
Mhm.
Like,
He's just-
That's
he's-
Tiger
real.
Woods.
Tiger
I wonder if
Woods,
that's
yeah.
fame / money. That's hard to.
for
Yeah.
anybody.
Like
Facts
anyone,
about
it, you know
anyone,
what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
anyone.
Well, think about you're 19 years old. Let me tell you something. You're the first guy in the history of boxing to be the youngest heavyweight champion of all time. You're 19. Here's a check for $20 million. How the fuck are you gonna do with it?
100%.
Dude, come on. Dude. Everyone's like,
100%.
oh, Mike.
Yeah.
You be 19 years old
Yeah.
and they give you a check for $50 million.
Tyson was
Yeah.
crazy.
Come on, man. I'm
Tyson
gonna have
was-
tigers too. I'm
Tyson
gonna have
was
tigers.
crazy.
I'm gonna have fucking
Yeah.
pigeons.
Yeah.
midgets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
Crazy.
midget bitches all over the mansion. Like we gonna be fighting and fucking in that motherfucker. There's gonna
Yeah.
be tigers, little baddie midget bitches. Like I'm gonna have all kinds of shit. I imagine that. So
That's
I
crazy.
mean, who the fuck wouldn't drop the ball at 20 years old?
Well, and then think of
Like-
like the people that come into your life that affect your life that want money. Like
Hello.
all the
Yeah.
other shit we
Hello.
have no
Well,
idea about.
Yeah.
don't take the money out of the illusion. When you're still that young, you're fucking up.
Hello.
Like
Well,
without the money.
That's
you know
what I
what
mean.
Yeah.
So imagine the bigger fuck ups now.
Yeah,
that
the
you
size
got
of your
money.
fuck-ups,
It's like
right.
$1 million fuck up. Like, oh, I guess I wasted that last night.
Right, right.
Fuck.
Right.
Dude, they said Tyson. Did you ever watch the doc? It was so good. It
I
was
like
the
the
miniseries
HBO.
on Hulu. Did you watch that?
Not the,
Nah,
I like the
Oh.
y'all missed it.
the
That thing
HBO
on
one was
Hulu
my
was-
favorite one, where they're on top of the roof with the pigeons and all.
Yes.
Oh, bro, that's one of the best.
Yes, it's just like, dude, he rolls up. He's like, how much is that limo? And they're like, oh, it's blah blah blah. Well, can they put a bathtub in it? They're like, yeah, motherfucker got a bathtub, hot tub with bitches all in there, and he's 21 years old.
Is he the one that told Don King to fuck off in the ring?
Yeah. After
Motherfucker.
he was done
Yeah.
him taking his money, he was like, you ain't doing this to me no more.
Yeah.
Because Tyson would make 100, King would take like 70. He's robbing him blind. He's robbing him blind. And when Customato, who was the guy who adopted him, the old
Yeah.
boxing trainer,
Mhm.
who mentored him
Oh,
and
yeah.
trained him and bred him and
Everything.
he protected him. It was his son. When he saw the talent and he raised him, fed him, everything. And when he passed away, here comes King.
waiting. He was just like
waiting
a
in the wings, man, like
a vulture.
like Emperor Palpatine.
That's
Just
what Tyson said. He said that's why he never trusted nobody after what's
Don
it?
King.
Yeah, no, after
Cuss.
after Cuss.
After Cuss, yeah.
He said he couldn't trust nobody. Like he said, Cuss was the only one that was there for him. You know what I mean? Like so.
But like you see these youngsters, man. They get these big deals, and it happens. It happens.
Talent
like,
these days gets paid. Talent
Yeah.
gets paid.
Yeah.
But like
Even in high school now, man, with the football.
they say that like they recruit and pay. Like,
yeah, they got these the NIA deal or NIL deals or whatever they're giving these high school kids, dog. They're giving high school kids and college players now big checks, bro, just to be saying you're a sponsored athlete by this brand or what the big checks.
but
bro.
that's like I said, and you got coaches like you who are stepping in there and trying to teach them the responsibility and at a young age, because like man, that dollar signs show up.
Yeah,
It changes people.
It
Let's
does.
be real here,
It
you
does.
know.
It
And
does.
football, let's be real. Football, basketball, boxing. Most of the time, I'm gonna say 99% of the time, it's poor kids.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's poor kids who come from nothing,
yeah,
who step into that money, and sometimes they fly straight, sometimes they go right, sometimes they can't bring the hood out of them.
yeah.
Like you look at Tank Davis, man. I
Yes.
think that guy is super fucking talented, but he's over there hanging around with him ratchets, boy, and he's
still
decking them one after
he
another.
won't,
you know?
he won't
He's
get
going
the fuck
through
out
it.
of Baltimore.
Yeah,
Get
it's
the
like-
fuck out of there.
I remember 50 Cent said it best. He was talking about Nip, and he said, I love Nipsey, but what Nipsey did wrong is you stayed in an environment, but they'll smoke you for $2.
Mhm.
They'll smoke you for they'll kill you for your chain.
That's what they say. They say it be your own city that gets you. Like it be the people that you least expect. It don't be the random guy. It be the guy next to you who you've been chilling with all day. Like you know what I
Envy.
mean? Like envy
Envy.
is real, bro. That's why you
jealous,
gotta
like one of the worst things like you could deal with is like a jealous or envious
real.
person. They'll ruin you.
I remember
Ruin you,
I remember
bro.
our cop friend told us that when like they do a drug bust or whatever, they said 99% of the time it's one of their own people that ratted them out.
yeah. Fact, it's
because
true.
it was like an employee or someone
It's
that worked
true.
with them or a girlfriend. He
It's
said
true.
definitely the girlfriends always
of
call them
course.
and like
It's
rat
true.
their people out.
It's
Like,
true.
what the fuck?
Yeah, like a jealous or envious person it could ruin.
Yeah,
That's one of those
easy.
people to be scared of.
Mhm.
Like, not scared of, but you got to watch. You know what I mean? And people do it behind closed doors on the
And
internet.
that
now.
is why we
Yeah.
have our guard up. That's
You
why
got
we have
to,
no
though.
new friends. You
You
know,
got to,
like
man.
think
You got
that
to,
mentality,
man.
but
You got to. Especially nowadays, like you said, it's hard to even trust people, man, because they be having hidden agendas
All
They-
the time.
Hidden
Somebody-
agendas.
We've
man.
run into them, and they're in this podcast. Trust me.
That's
Like,
crazy.
you see people for who they are,
Nah, it's facts.
and definitely you see the one thing that this podcast has taught me 100% is you see social media is all bullshit. for
yeah,
sure.
super.
But
super.
like we've had guests in here, and we're looking at them. We're 10 minutes in. We're like, this motherfucker's full of shit.
Yeah.
You know,
You kind of you sit down for an hour or two like we do, and you kind of really get to. That's one thing about all of us is like we've had real life experience, so we could see through the bullshit.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna be disrespectful or whatever,
Yeah.
but we just kind of all like, well, all right, cool. This or like you, Trey's cool, dude. Like I got Nipsey vibes from Trey. You know,
Yeah.
cool cat. Like I really enjoyed it. That's like this motherfucker was full of shit. You
Yeah.
guys have a good day. Like,
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
But it's not. We don't sit here and talk shit or harp on it. But like, it's funny because certain individuals will be brought up later on, where we see them, and it's like a whole different
Yeah,
vibe now.
something
Like,
totally
like,
different.
Like they realize, we realize. Like, all right, we know who you are.
We know who
Yeah.
you are now.
yeah,
You know
you
what
see
I
through
mean?
that
And that's
shit.
why I'm really big on. That's why I say on my social media, like with us, you get what you get. Like
Yeah.
we're at face value. We don't fucking edit shit. We're like we want to just be real.
Yeah.
Just be real.
Organic.
You know what I mean?
Organic.
Organic. You know, that's our
Real.
we
No,
have
no hidden agenda here.
no
Yeah.
hidden agenda
Yeah,
here.
we
Like,
get, like one thing I preach and I'll say is we want like everybody to do well.
Yeah.
Like all love to everybody.
Yeah, facts.
We want you to succeed and do well and kill it in your game, whatever we could do to help. But like, there's no hating here.
Yeah.
never.
No.
No.
We're not here for that.
Hate takes too much time, man.
It's a lot of energy.
Energy,
Too
yeah.
much time, man.
Energy.
It's like
Trey.
being-
Oh, go ahead.
It's like being mad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of energy, a lot of time. There's better things to do in life.
Way
as
much.
you like, you spoke about when you're older, you go through seasons. Everybody, all of us are
Mhm.
similar age, and you kind of learn to just keep fucking rowing that fucking boat.
Keep rolling that motherfucker. That's real.
Trey, start plugging all your socials, my boy. Start plugging everything.
Traveon, that's TRAVEON_trainer for my fitness. And then my music is the same thing, _music. So follow me on all platforms. I'm working on the album for next year. I got probably like 10 more songs I'm going to drop before the year is over with. So I'm working, man.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
working. And I want to thank you guys, man.
Thank
I
you
wanna-
for. Hey,
I
we
wanna
happy you
thank
came.
you guys,
Just
man.
like you said, you know, like
This was a
to
good
come
vibe.
hang out. Like we look forward to meeting you and seeing
Yeah,
you
for
too.
sure.
This was a good
we
vibe.
appreciate it just as
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you
love,
dedicate
man.
some of your time for us.
Oh, I got a request to bring this back. So
That's
I
right,
used
I
to
love it.
ask, but what's your message to the youth? If you can give us some
My message to
guidance.
the youth is to first and foremost believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself, and hang around the right people, and listen to your parents, man. Your parents want the best for you. Your parents are your real friends. Like I try to tell a lot of my my players this, man. Like your parents don't want the worst for you, so that's why they're on you the way that they're on you. Your parents are the ones to listen to, man. Like that's and just follow your heart. And you know what's right, you know what's wrong. Go with the always is what's right, and that's my message to him, man. Like be you and love yourself.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thank you, brother.
yeah.
Appreciate
Thank y'all.
you.
Appreciate
Ladies
you
and gentlemen, from the smoke to the shop. How's that? Was that good enough? You got one. From the A to the Z, from the ring to the streets. This is the Royal Talk podcast. Smoke, live, live.